What's up, everybody? Welcome back for some more Hollow Knight. This is going to be our last episode, I think. We talked about it a bunch last time, and then the mods and I talked about it more off-stream as well, and we think just, you know, we've gotten a really good, solid bit of Hollow Knight content out of this. It's been a ton of fun. I feel very torn about it because I personally want to finish it all. You know, I personally want to see all the stuff through, but realistically, there's just so many games coming out, so many other things we want to cover on the channel, that it's time we let something else get this slot on the schedule. So, tonight will be the last Hollow Knight stream. That said, we are going to play Silksong. Probably not immediately, but I would say in maybe like a couple months, we'll play Silksong, something like that. We'll see how the timeline, you know, plays out, because I can't say for sure, but that's the general plan. And so now that we're here, I think let's throw some attempts at the Pantheon first. Maybe let's go till like 380 deaths. We'll do like 9 attempts at the Pantheon. And if we don't get it, after that, we will try and maybe go fight just the Zote fight a little bit again. Just to kind of mix it up. Now that I have a lot more damage, I feel like we've kind of been spanking him in the Pantheon itself. But yeah, mods, if you don't mind throwing up a prediction. Fun, I'm about to say slay some spires. Hey, enjoy, Yan. We'll catch you later, buddy. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. It means a lot, Yan. I'm sorry, Nightlife. I hear you, man. I'm torn about it as well. But Crunch, I finished the base game only. True ending? What is in the Pantheon? The Pantheon is you have to fight all the bosses from the game, split up across 4 Pantheons in just like straight gauntlets. So I'm in the third one. So we're fighting, you know, the third quarter of the bosses in the game or something like that. Straight in a row. And then there's a Pantheon 5, which is just all of the other Pantheons combined. And then on top of that, all of the Pantheons have these bindings you can apply, and you have to beat the Pantheons with all the bindings to unlock this super secret door. Yeah, it's basically just a boss rush. Another level of Pantheons you don't even have unlocked yet. I know, 4 and 5, right? I think it's supposed to be 4 and 5, Nightlife. That's why, ideally, tonight, I would love to be able to beat Pantheon 3 and then at least see Pantheon 4. Because I've been told that Pantheon 4, the boss of it, is kind of like the pinnacle boss of Hollow Knight. And I would love to see that. Even if we don't beat it, I would like to at least see it. And obviously, I would like to beat it. Once again, I'm pretty torn. This is not the way I generally do shit in these games. You know what I mean? Like, when I played Elden Ring, I played Elden Ring for like 200 hours straight, and I did fucking everything. Block the fuck in and you'll see it. I'm gonna try, Tenno. Believe it or not, this is very hard. At least these early stages, though, I'm kind of getting on autopilot here at this point, so... Plus, there's, like, a lot of wiggle room in these early stages of just, like, hits you can just eat and stuff. Because you have healing moments. Like, you can be at least pretty careless with some of these early fights when you don't have all the bindings on. Once you put bindings on, I'm sure you can't anymore. You beat Pantheon 1 with all the bindings? Let's go, Beefy. Good for you. God, I hate this guy. Love this. Follow me. Oh! There it is. Bit of a headache today. Good night, y'all. Hey, no worries at all, full-time slob. We'll catch you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in, and I hope your headache goes away, man. Have a good night. I just got promoted to the first screen. Tenno, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, the other night, Tenno, I thought about booting up old school RuneScape. I'll ping you on the Discord whenever I finally give in. I don't know if I'm gonna, like, have the time to really invest in it, but I'm getting more and more attracted to it, which is funny, because it's like a fucking, you know, 25-year-old game or whatever, but... Being very reckless here. What a fine run so far, though. I shouldn't have said that. Now we're gonna die. Go to the third screen to bounce the universe. That's fair. This is, while I appreciate anyone's first screen that I'm on, this is very second screen core, like trying bosses over and over again. Like, I don't know if anybody here, I talk about him a lot, but I don't know if anyone's ever confirmed if they actually watch him. I really like Dan Giesling. I watched his entire Elden Ring playthrough, which included fighting Melania 3,000 times, and I watched all of those YouTube videos. Every full VOD of him fighting Melania, I watched them all. But it was pretty much all as second screen content. You know? It was pretty much all as second screen content. I'd have him up on one TV while I was doing my day job or playing video games on the other screen. Alright. I've watched you play Hollow Knight like 4 screens. I still don't know what's going on. Well, right now we're just fighting bosses, Casey, and frankly, I think you can understand what's going on. I gotta hit the bosses and drain their health bar before they drain mine. But I agree. I mean, I hardly know what's going on in the lore either, much to Granny's disappointment. Oh. Can we just be done? Gaga. You mean like it's a whole concept of a game? It seems all over the place? What do you mean by that, Casey? I'm curious. Another game today I learned in Noida you can mix potions and the saw spell kills you too, which is pretty cool. Moonsand. That reminds me, dude, I meant to clip it. It's so funny, dude. What's up, you bomb me? Welcome in. It's so funny. I was watching one of your VODs a while back of you playing Noida, and you picked up Giga Sawblade. Soft spoilers for the game Noida for anybody. You picked up the Giga Sawblade, and you fired it into the training dummy, and it just shot into the training dummy, and it was fast enough that it didn't come back around and hit you. And so I was like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He just did not learn the important lesson. He missed the important lesson, and it will kill him later. I'm so excited to watch the VOD and see you die to that, genuinely. Hey, what's up, Deegan? Welcome in, man. But yes, mixing stuff in Noida is big. Mixing stuff in Noida is big, Moonsand. So definitely use your scientific and bald brain to try and mix as many things as possible. That's so good. We're headed towards the end of the third Pantheon, Deegan. But this is going to be our last Hollow Knight stream, so the plan is to try to get to the end of the fourth Pantheon tonight. Fifth Pantheon, I think, is just above our pay grade. Okay. Mixed explosion with meat on my last run. Also, Moonsand, not only is mixing stuff good, but lots of liquids and powders and materials and whatever in Noida will have some unexpected properties. Some things will interact with other certain things in ways you might not expect because magic and stuff. So it's worth just like kind of observing all that stuff and always thinking about it. I'm very much so not, you know, I'm preaching what I don't practice right now, and chat is probably angry. But if anything, they should be vindicated because this means I do know that it's the correct way to play. I just like to deny them the satisfaction. Heal me. Don't heal me. God damn it. That blue glass cover was 11 out of 10. Puff, do you remember what your first alchemic reaction that you recognized as such? It had to be either... Once again, soft notice spoilers for anybody listening. It had to be either water in toxic sludge or concentrated mana in water. Never seen this game. Makes me feel tingy in a happy way. This is a great game, you bomb me. Really fun. Def water plus toxic for me, yeah. Correct way to play is when you have fun. That is true. That is true. And I really do have a lot of fun playing Noida, even after we've been playing it for almost a year straight on the stream. We've been playing it for almost a year straight on the stream, and I'm really enjoying just learning the game still. To this day, I'm excited to put Noida on every single schedule. It's never been a thing where I'm like, oh, and yeah, we gotta do Noida. You know? And that's very rare for the games we play in general. Oh, Mira, you sending that message just reminded me I didn't read your full RuneScape message. If you actually repost it, I'll respond to that, because I meant to, and then just, you know, spaced out. To bounce off at one, yeah. On your channel because of Terraria? I've been watching a ton of your content. Yo, let's go! That's so nice. I appreciate you, Bon Me. That makes me feel good. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Mira also remembers Concentrated Mana and Water was the most fun one. Talks to Water was the one that clicked. Nice. You're saying, was that for you or for me, Mira? Because if you remember for me, that's just... You're a miracle. Chronicling the things that I have smoked out of my brain. I'll be interested to hear if you bounce off it like I did last year, even despite the RuneScape nostalgia, especially since you're much more idle number go up game coded than I am. Yeah, I think that's what I like about it. Like, chat, don't tell my work, but old school RuneScape sounds like the kind of game that I could have open during my work day and be like idly, like, you know, smithing bars while I'm like, you know, filling out a spreadsheet on my computer, and I love that kind of shit. I'd definitely be playing idle games during my workday, chat. Because they're perfect for while you're doing, like, you know, clerical tasks at a fucking company. Rudy Smith bars daily on Strum. Mira is a miracle regardless. You're right. I shouldn't have even called it into question. Yeah, you Bon Me. Welcome in. I'm glad to hear you've been enjoying the stuff. Genuinely. Love the positive vibes. Thank you. To be real with you, I'm stoked that we get that feedback a lot, because sometimes I worry I'm too negative on stream. Because I'm always, you know, like, yelling at somebody. I feel like I'm always yelling. And when I started streaming, I was like, I'm not gonna be one of those streamers who just screams all the time. And here I am now going like, happen. So it's just, it's honestly, it's an infection. You start screaming on Twitch and there's nothing you can do. It's just what happens. You like the attention? Just yell at me, I can take it. You yelling is why I tune in. It's like having my dad back. Very good, son. Actually, no. Very bad, son. You're a disappointment to your mother and I. Is that good, Tenno? Don't yell at me, I get scared easy. Yeah, no, I'm not on the level of like a 2012 YouTuber. I'm on the drier end of the spectrum, but there's definitely some yelling in the soup. Oh! Got him? But yeah, the realization, like you're saying, Mira, the realization in Noida is so much of the fun. Like, and you know, that's why I feel like it's a game that you kind of, as a viewer, in my opinion, you do want to help people a little bit, but you more so want to, like, Sherpa them than you want to give them all the info. It's like you want to lead them to the cave entrance, but they got to walk through the door, you know? You just want them to see the cool shit. I don't think there's anything dry here. Mostly sweat. Mostly sweat, bit of cum, some tears, and of course piss. Always piss. A little bop to the dome. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun playing Noida with Blender and Nemo because of that, because I kind of get to be the Sherpa, you know? Even though to you guys, I'm still like a mere little Gerber baby Bambino boy. To them, you know, I know the world in Noida. I'm the big cheese, brother. I've got the biggest cock on the, you know, recess field. Life's all about relativity, man. And boobs. Makes you feel welcome every time. I know. I know. Mira's too kind. She's too nice. I've gotten that feedback from IRL friends. They've been like, your mod Mira is so nice. I'm like, I know. She's amazing. Gotta share the cozy vibes and shitty ice cream and tits. That's right. No shot. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I don't mean to like call you out or put you on the spot, but I've gotten that exact feedback from IRL friends. Who's been sharing tits? Plenty of siblings to start. You know, and I do think the rabbit hole goes deeper than that. We don't necessarily need to cover it in great detail, but like, you know, it would be a weird thing, but like with like my brother, I could be like, you know, I could have said to him like, you and I sucked on the same tit, man, up top. You know what I'm saying? Up top, bro? It'd be weird, but I could do it. It's accurate. Try to talk in Morse code. I don't know Morse code, man. I hardly know English. Also, Licorice, welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, I was all wrapped up. Watching you do this makes me want to try Terraria's Calamity boss rush again. Pretty much directly inspired. Oh, that's cool. I am very excited to play Calamity. I think a conversation I already had with my brother. Another shithead from the same tithead. Find it funny to occasionally tell my family every single one of us has been inside mom at one point. Yeah, that is weird. Moonsand, 17 months. Let's go, dude. You fucking rule. If anyone here is not following Moonsand, please follow Moonsand. He's great. And I'm gonna a tight 8 seconds to think about what he did. Oatmeal's on your lap, Leah? Let's go. Leah, you playing Pokopia? I wore her as a hat first. Get good, poser. Bro, I bet you don't even remember what the inside of mom's vagina looks like, you fucking idiot. I remember every bit of it. Similarly, I enjoy telling my stepdad I've been deeper inside mom than you ever will. My stepdad and I had a kind of like very jokey relationship. We had a very jokey relationship, so this is gonna sound very, very weird, chat, but I promise you it wasn't. This is like innocuous, just us bantering. We did a lot of like gross boys talking about sex and boobs and stuff with my stepdad when I was like, you know, 16, that kind of thing. Talking about farts and stuff. He made a lot of fart jokes. He's a nice guy. But we had a dog named Harley, and at one point I was like texting him for some reason, and he was like checking in like when I was gonna be home or something, and I was like, why? What are you doing? I was like, oh, why? What are you doing? Butt fucking Harley? Meaning the dog. I accused him of butt fucking the dog, which again is outlandish, but that's just what our relationship was like. That's just what our relationship was like. And then I'm not texting Harley the dog. I'm texting my stepdad. All right? And then my stepdad texts me back. So I say, what are you up to? Butt fucking Harley? He texts me back and he goes, no, your mom. And I was like, oh, man, I got nothing. I got nothing, bro. Most effective your mom of all time. Yeah, it's a legit burn, yeah. Actually, he was clapping them cheeks, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Is that clip worthy? Honestly, I thought about it, Blue, and I'm gonna say no because my mom watches the clips. And I don't think she deserves to know that I don't think her name being dragged through the dirt by my stepdad like that, even as a joke, deserves to be immortalized in the clips. But all of you that were here for it, I do think it's very funny. I do think it's very funny. I remember at one point a few years back, I told that story while like having some beers with my dad, and I told it to my dad, and this was like a couple of years ago. I was probably like 29 at the time, and my dad was like very upset about it. He was like, I cannot believe he spoke to you that way. And I was like, it was okay. I was like 16 or 17. We were 100% kidding. I had accused him of butt fucking the dog just prior. Like, it's okay, Dad, you know? You don't need to dredge up something from, you know, 11 years ago. Because, like, I told it, like, expecting it to just, like, get a laugh, you know? Got the ninja outfit? Ooh, let's go. Leah's copying her shit off. Hey, what's up, Emmett? Welcome in, buddy. Is that over from the Twitch side? Or from YouTube onto Twitch now? Playing anyway. Yep, hell yeah. Well, I'm gonna do the thing. Emmett, you should smash that follow button. You should smash the hell out of that follow button, Emmett. Let's go! Thank you. Hey, Guten Chad, welcome over as well. Imagine going from YouTube to Twitch. Let's go. Welcome in, buddy. I appreciate you. Another one. Well, brother, you know what? Yeah, you know what you got to do. All right, rest me. And now let's keep going. Have me? Yeah, of course. Cross-platform Ray, literally. The YouTube streams slowly but steadily are gaining traction, man. There was a while we were doing the YouTube streams and it was truly nobody in them for a long time, and they're still not, like, popping compared to Twitch. But it's rising. It's rising. It's definitely worth doing. Got my last Calamity run loaded up. Gonna start doing the boss rush while I listen to you in the background. Let's go, Licorice. Put me on the 67th screen real quick. Bariwa! Fucking hate Zote, man. I really hate him. Pantheon is this? This is Pantheon 3. I beat Pantheon 1 and 2, like, easily enough, and Pantheon 3 has been holding me up for a bunch of tries now. And we've probably tried it, like, 20 times or so, somewhere around there. We've only gotten to the final boss once. One time. Body wash! Why is he screaming about Axe body wash? I have your stream on my left screen, Licorice on the right, and Ponytown dead center. What the fuck's Ponytown? Oh, man! Oh. God, the Zote fight's hard, dude. It's really hard. P3's a big difficulty spike. Yeah, it felt exactly like the Colosseums, where Colosseum 1 and 2 were like nothing. Weird, chat stopped working for a bit there. Think I got banned? I think I got banned for like 8 seconds. What is Licorice? Just a picture of candy? I was imagining that it was VC. Maybe it's actual call, though. Maybe Casey's looking Licorice in the eyes while they watch Ponytown. The shit web browser game. Ooh, gotcha. Some web browser games are good. I guess you're telling me this one's bad. Casey, did you ever play Atlas? A-T-L-Y-S? Maybe 2 S's? It was a game that was like clearly furry bait, but I thought also looked kind of good, and I kind of wanted to play it. And I'm curious if anyone's played it. Hey, Magican, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. Let's go. Thank you, thank you. Welcome over on Twitch. Had a few friends play Atlas, never got it. Gotcha. Alright, let me dial for a second here. Just get through this fucking fight. Oh, he's watching your stream on Discord. Nice. I can't die to this guy. He's like the easiest fight here. You like this guy? He's not that... He's one of the ones I like consider easier. I'm just like beefing it this time. Gotcha. Watch me play Calamity Infernum. Ooh, gotcha. That's fun. Yeah, the stream. What games you playing that get the most views and follows? Noida, for sure. Noida, for sure. Ultimately, in the long run, I think Calamity was our biggest single boom, but Noida's probably had a greater, like, tail, if that makes sense. Like, Noida's been slower to roll, but Noida has built up to be greater than Terraria ever was for the channel. But definitely the drop of the initial Terraria series was the biggest boom the channel's ever gotten. Like, I got like hundreds of subscribers on YouTube over the course of like a few days. You know, that kind of thing. It was like, holy shit, holy shit. Noida has done very well. Hollow Knight has done okay, but is definitely starting to wane as, you know, we've played it for a long time and gotten to the kind of repetitive endgame stuff. And then a lot of the other stuff we do kind of doesn't, you know, do very much. Does sort of similarly, like a little bit. But Noida's definitely the main thing. Noida's like the growth engine right now. Noida's the main growth engine, but people trickle in from everywhere, you know what I mean? Some people will come in from Terraria still, some people will, like, watch on a Deltarune day, and then come another day, you know? Finish Arson Simulator. So it really varies, and at the end of the day, to be completely honest with you guys, as a content creator, I'm more interested in gaining, like, valuable viewers, and that sounds really cold. I don't mean that to be, like, you know, some people are cool and some people are not. I mean, sometimes you can do certain things that will get a bunch of people to pop into your stream and check it out because of something happening or some event or some shit or because you're chasing a trend. But I'm looking to get people who are, like, likely to become regulars and just hang out here often. I don't even mean to chat, but just people who are actually, like, interested in finding somebody to, like, you know, have as their second screen content. And so part of my strategy a lot of the time has been about, you know, trying to find those types of viewers over, like, chasing, like, trends and stuff like that might get, like, a more immediate bump, but less, like, you know, I don't know, whatever. I've not played Silksong, no. I will, though. Our plan is to play Silksong down the road a little bit. We're going to play a couple other games between that and this. But this is our last night of Hollow Knight. We're going to not start a new game next week. We're probably just going to play some more Slay the Spire 2. But then maybe the week following, maybe the week after that, because again, the week following is going to be shorter too, so probably the week after we're going to start Celeste. We're going to start Celeste, which I'm super, super excited to play. A new game that just came out that's apparently kind of short that I sort of want to check out is this game called Esoteric Ebb. Have any of you guys heard of this? Apparently it's got a lot of Disco Elysium in the soup, but then with more like straight up D&D stuff and a little more of like a comedy edge. Apparently it is incredibly good, very well written, voice acted, very well made game and stuff, and apparently it's relatively short. It's like 15 to 20 hours. So some shorter experiences like that are some of the things that I'm like kind of looking at like, ooh, that'd be nice. I've been passing you, maybe. It genuinely, it looks very cool. It looks very cool, and I never played Disco Elysium, and I do want to. They are, I think sometimes very story-focused games can be a little harder on stream, but I think it is made easier when the game is at least voice-acted. You're not spending the entire time just reading out dialogue. Like, that's one thing, like, as much as I really do love Undertale and Deltarune, not only does the story focus make it tough to stream, but just the fact that the whole time I'm, like, specifically just reading dialogue. I don't know why. It's just, like, a little taxing on me as far as streaming goes. So, a story game being voice-acted at least alleviates some of that pressure where we can kind of just be watching something together. Yep. Especially since I never learned to read, yeah. It's amazing I snuck away with that English degree. Let's go. Doing the 112% speedrun. We'll listen to this. Just doing the Coliseum. Nice. You're flying then, Mr. Person. It looks interesting. It's a CRPG, cool graphical style. Yeah, and I think there is combat, but I think it's very like deprioritized. I think the game is a lot about dialogue and just like interacting with NPCs. And yeah, you specifically play as a cleric, and the whole thing is that there's like you're kind of part of this like party, and there's this whole campaign and the big, CRPG with different endings and choices and all that. And it looks very cool. And I'm not saying 100% that we will play that. I'm just saying that's the kind of thing that, like, games like that are very attractive to me to mix in along with the stuff that we know is going to be around for a long, long time, like Noida. You know, and like when we eventually play Factorio, which is on the near future as well, that's one that I know is going to be pretty long. So that one is like, you know, once we started, it's going to be like a couple months. At least. F-word. 2 minutes to one of the hardest boss in Calamity off of 3 months of Rust. I feel fucking holy. That is a great feeling. That's why I like, I've said it before, that's why I like replaying Souls games so much. Because there's so much muscle memory. Like, I can go back to Bloodborne and just fucking stomp, you know? This is P3, and we have made it all the way to the boss at the end, the, like, painter or whatever. Which isn't that far from Zote. I really should have taken the heal phase. My god, dude. I made it past Zote a bunch last time. That sucks. Hell yeah, Factorio mentioned. Zote the goat. Zote can gargle my sack. First playing it though, currently on cooldown. Yeah, that also could be a thing that maybe we do at some point with some of these longer games where we like play it for a couple months and then we shelve it for a month and play something shorter and then come back. Like realistically, if I had realized how long Hollow Knight was going to be, I could have done something where like at a point in the middle, I could have been like, all right, now we're going to break and we're going to play Celeste and then we'll come back and we'll finish Hollow Knight. So stuff like that's available as well. We got plenty of time, man. I plan on streaming indefinitely. I really love doing this. Thank you guys for being here. So we're going to play a lot of games at on this here stream. Zote, I had to fight Moo. Yeah, apparently if you don't save Zote, you don't have to fight him, but I did save him because I'm dumb. And I shouldn't have saved him. I never even liked him, like, at all. I was always anti-Zote. Yeah, we've talked about the automation stuff a lot. Dyson Sphere program was one of the heaviest, like, addictions to a game I've ever had. So I definitely love an automation game, and I'm very excited to play Factorio. Not gonna say I'm good at automation games, but I like them. They honestly, they pretty much scratch the same exact itch to me as just like a colony builder, which I also really like. I know they are different. I'm not saying they're the same, but like to me, in my brain, they sit in the same niche. Like the same kind of fun. Even though, once again, they are different. They're different. Used to have a wife, now I have a factory. One of these days, I might do a game rec for Elder Scrolls Daggerfall. Yeah, the giant one, Aga. Yes, I've seen stuff on that. That would be funny. Palms are automated, knees automated, arms are automated. There's automated on a sweater already. Yes, exactly. All right. I really want to play a proper Souls game around here again sometime soon, though, because those are my heart, man. I love Souls games so much. And I miss them. I don't know what it's going to be, but we'll be playing some kind of Souls something at some point as well. This, like, sort of scratches the itch for now. It's, like, similar, you know, but it's not exactly there. Wow, I'm amazed you didn't... I 100% thought he was rolling over. Hey, Billy! Welcome in. On a big boat? You're on a cruise, right, Billy? How is it? How are your sea legs? Are you sick, Billy? Hope he's not sick, chat. My heart couldn't take it. Yes, all good? Thank goodness. Maybe I'll wreck one of the worst rated Souls likes on Steam. Which one is it? Is it Bleak Faith? Because I've always been curious to try that because so many people hate it and then so many people defend it. Necropolis. I played Necropolis, Deegan. I played Necropolis back on release, and I won't lie, I didn't love it. I wanted to like it more than I did. And at the very outset, like, the first, you know, handful of hours were good, but then I just felt like there was, like, no depth to it. Then again, that was when it released. Maybe they added a lot to it. But that was, like, the first attempt at, like, a Souls-like roguelike. Hey, welcome back, Magic Ant. They didn't add shit to it. Damn. I ate so much of the buffet. I love free food. It is great. I mean, it's not free. You know, it's just all included. Someone paid. Maybe not you, Billy. Maybe Boris paid. Where's your cruise going to, Billy? Also, if you don't mind sharing. $105 streams. Let's go, buddy. Thank you. Hey, Magic Kid, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. I drove the cabin rumble sound on cruises. One of the rare few things that is insomnia curing. Haven't been on one since I was like 20-something, though. I went on one a few years back with my mom. Just my mom. Originally, my sister was going to go, but then she just, like, chose not to, which was crazy to me. But I guess, I don't know, maybe when I was 21, I would have made the same decision. But we legit went on a Mediterranean cruise. It was very nice. And, like, we hadn't been on a family vacation in a while, you know, just because, like, times have been tough and money's tight and everything. And my mom finally was like, let's do it. Let's go on a vacation. And we planned this Mediterranean cruise, and then my sister was like, no, I don't want to go. So it was a little weird to be on a cruise with just my mom, but it was great. I mean, it was great. I love cruises. I think they're amazing vacations. You basically have a big resort that you just get to stay on and has all-inclusive stuff on it, and then every once in a while, they're like, hey, look, you're at a cool city. Get off. Go look at the cool city. And then you go back on the boat later. It's great. Used to like Necropolis, but I'll say there's a surprising amount of hidden stuff in the game. There's no way hinted at or explained. I only know because I played a stupid amount. Interesting. Hear me out. Dark Souls, but with laser weapons? I mean, I would prefer swords over laser weapons, Moonsan. Hey, what's up, Fungi? Welcome in. You'd have known by now. You would have already tried a roguelike Souls-style game called Necropolis. Yeah. I'm one of those people who, like, trolls the, like, games shops. I'm always looking at the Steam page. I'm always looking at, like, the Steam storefront. I'm always looking at the PlayStation storefront. I'm tapped into that shit. You know, in Necropolis, I had a lot of hopes for, because I was really falling in love with Souls-likes right around then. That's like when Souls-likes were blowing up. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, roguelikes are so fun. This is going to be amazing. And once again, first handful of hours, it was good. And then I just felt like it dried up. Around the Canary Islands. Ooh. Cabin in the Storm with a Heart Sound. I will say the last time I was on a cruise, I was in a tiny room. I was on my own. This was the Mediterranean one. I was on my own in the room, and it was one of those interior rooms, which I had once before at a cruise, which doesn't bother me, but I know some people cannot take. But this one I actually found kind of cozy. They had like kind of like gamer lighting in there that you could turn on, and it was very calming. So I was watching through Succession at that point. I had downloaded a whole season of Succession on my iPad, and every night on the cruise, I'd go back to my room. I was still smoking nicotine then, so I had a vape, and I would sit in my room like a little drunk, because, you know, you're on a cruise, and like, if you drink and you're on a cruise, you're probably getting a little drunk every day. Not everybody drinks, but if you do and you're on a cruise, you're very encouraged to get a little drunk every day. And so I'd be back in my room at night like a little drunk, hitting my vape with my iPad propped up on my chest, watching Succession, just watching people in business hate each other. And it was good. It was very cozy. Come back? No worries at all, Emmett. It was good for you to pop in. We'll catch you later, buddy. The Steam recommendation queue? I do that sometimes. Yeah. I don't often buy things off it, but I look through it a lot. But I would say most of those storefronts I look through often enough that I'll like scroll through and then be like, okay, and here's the point I saw to when I looked last on Tuesday. You know? See ya. Or not drink every day on holidays, honestly. Yeah, it's very much so. Cruises, at least the ones I've been on, the whole thing kind of has this attitude. You know, resorts are like this too, where they're like, oh, let loose. You are here, you are on vacation, this is your time. You know what I mean? Like, let go, just have fun. So that's like the vibe. All right. Deal? We're 10 in this cruise and I'm the only one that doesn't drink, so it might get a bit rough. Damn, Billy. I'm sorry, buddy. That could be a little rough. I won't lie to you. If you do not like being around those people when they're drunk, you might be in some rough waters here. Figuratively and literally. What cruise line is it, Billington? For fucking Norwegian, Royal Caribbean? What are we talking about? Disney? It is what it is. Don't crash out. Just keep going. P and O. What is P and O? Is that like princess? No, there is one that's like princess whatever. I don't know what P and O is. I think it's a British one. Okay. Oh, there. Ooh, is that a beer for me? Barrel House Z. Dolphins on Parade, New England IPA. Called Dolphins on Parade. I hadn't even finished my Gatorade yet. Cool looking, chat. Look at it. Leah said it's 8 o'clock. It's time for a beer. Fairly budget friendly. Nice. Yeah, cruises are expensive, man. Cruises are very expensive. Yeah, it's not bad. A little, I don't know, like pinier than I... Yeah, it's fine. A beer. Thank you. We have a milk stout. Hungry like the wolf. Look, chat, it's Road Wolf. It's Road Wolf. Ooh. Tasty, it's very rich. A lot of flavor. Yeah, a lot of flavor. Narc like the wolf. Okay. Thank you, dear. I don't know when the next time we'll get to travel, like, to another country or anything like that would be. It's probably going to be a little while, you know what I mean? We're kind of putting all our money into this house situation and stuff. But, you know, maybe, like, we are planning on getting married at some point, so the honeymoon, we really want to do, like, you know, a bit of, Eastern Europe. So hopefully we get to do that. We're, like, pretty decided that's what we want to do, you know? We're thinking we would love to see Prague and Budapest. Leah would love to go to Poland, because she has Polish descent. I'm not sure exactly what we would be able to do with finances and stuff, but that's kind of like the dream honeymoon, you know? And who knows? Maybe we'll be able to swing it. Prague is so nice. I really, really want to visit Prague. Really want to visit Prague. I feel like I will feel like a vampire when I'm there. You know? Like, if vampires are real, I feel like they're in Prague. Can't confirm Prague Pogs. I heard a lot of good things, because I know some people that have traveled there, and they've said it's awesome. And when I was studying abroad in college, which I know I talk about all the time, so I'm sorry if it ever gets to be too much. But, when I was studying around in college, it was like a travel program, and we had some options to like go places. And I was always vouching for Prague, but I was never able to get enough people to be down, and I didn't want to go by myself. So I did not go. Wouldn't they be in Romania? That's what everybody thinks. So no, Billy. But yeah, also we would go to Transylvania if we could swing it. I heard Prague and thought chat was talking about Prague. No, that's obviously super different. If the fly just killed me, that would have been so funny. The beer is unbelievable. I had a lot of great beer when I was studying abroad. We went to Belgium, which had really good beer, and I spent a bunch of time in Germany. Ow. Aw, titty. Huge. I learned lucid dreaming accidentally by dreaming about swimming underwater and noticing my breathing still worked. I've never lucid dreamed. Some of my buddies are very into it. I've never, like, done the whole thing. I'll let you bow because I'm healing. Ow. Times like that when I'm not healing, I should be charging up a nail art. Nah, then you're kind of locked into it, though. I think Granny was sandbagging us with the nail arts. I think they put him in the game as a joke. Whoop. Yeah? Do you know that if you live abroad, the US still demands taxes from you? What? I did not know that. Man, fuck the US. I saw a still from Always Sunny the other day that was so fucking funny and relevant to modern times. It was like, it was Frank, and he was saying, he's like, you gotta be a real piece of shit to be proud to be American. You gotta be a real piece of shit to say you're proud to be an American. Yep. Really? I really thought you were going to be done. There it is. Woo! God damn. I had a random thought this morning on that. I got a bone to pick with you, Crunch. Where at odds, you're just stuffing your face and slurping up all the blood like a glutton while I need it for rituals. Well, Mira, there's enough blood to go around, thankfully. We can farm the humans, you know? Also, Mira, that meme you shared in the Discord the other day, I think it was you. It was for everybody on YouTube. It was panels of this, like, hot vampiress-looking lady talking to her minions, and they were like, do you need anything else? Here's your blood offering. And she was like, no, go away. I'm going to go do sexy, evil things. And then she slams the door shut and goes into a room, and it's like a giant, awesome castle room, and she's sitting in the corner playing Minecraft. And I was like, that is literally, I've never identified with something so much. I try to bring the good vibes, but all I have for my country right now is growing wrath. Yeah, you and me both, Deegan. Alright. Of a blood boy, Crunch? That was a blood boy. That sounds like something that a rich person hires, you know? They've got like a twink on duty that they like literally bleed like to like, I don't know, drink or something to like stay young. You know what I'm saying? That was Hitless Deathless? Think Minecraft's the original? Yeah, whatever game it is doesn't matter. Hey, what's up, Bon? Yeah, that happens. A boy that you keep for blood. Okay, so yeah, basically. There was that Hungarian princess lady that, like, bathed in the blood of servant girls for, like, youth or whatever. That lady's pretty metal. There was a thing in my D&D campaign. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't remember if I came up for this. It wasn't in the module, but it could have been. I followed like a bunch of Reddit things about like, when I was DMing Curse of Strahd, I was very into the Curse of Strahd subreddit, and I would read a lot of conversations around like fun ideas of different things to do, and like some Redditors would put out like these really fun guides of like, here's different stuff. So I don't remember if this idea came from one of those guides or if I came up with it. I just know it wasn't in the module. Hey, let's go! So fuck you! Fuck you, Zote! What I remember, oh, I hate this room. One of the details was there was this like legit like bog witch that she was like very much like a Baba Yaga type. I think her name was literally Baba Lysaga. Baba Lysaga, that the party had to go find and fight and stuff. And there was this, like, very benevolent character that she had trapped that was in the form of just this old woman, but later turned out to be, like, this very important spiritual presence in the realm and stuff. But this hag had this lady trapped there, and since she was, like, this important spirit or whatever, she was immortal and couldn't die. And so the hag had, using, like, these kind of, like, metal bars, had affixed her to the ceiling above her bathtub. And whenever she wanted a bath, she would just slit the lady's throat again and then bathe in her gushing blood. And then, you know, she's immortal, so eventually it would stop and heal back over. And then when the witch wanted to fucking bathe again, that's the way she would get it. Baby lasagna. No, not like this. No! It is, Billy, this is an uber hard thing, but it's not even like the hardest thing yet, unfortunately. There's still more harder shit after this, which is why we're putting a cap on Hollow Knight, unfortunately. And tonight's the last night. Less GG electricity, yeah? Oh. Weird CEO dude who gets blood transfusions from his son. I saw that. That shit's fucked. That shit's fucked. That's so metal, and I like the concept, but how about we synthesize it instead? That's true, rather than taking from, like, this, like, benevolent spirit of the forest. If tonight is the last night, will I never get to see you fight True Zote again? I'll go fight Zote again. I said I would try this up to... That was a death, by the way. I said I would try this up to 90, and then we'll try Zote. The up blast could have been good, squirrels. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, big part of it, too, is these are just long attempts. It just takes a long time for each of these tries. You know what I mean? We've only tried 5 times tonight. We've lost 5 times. And we've been recording for 54 minutes. And to be fair, I have yapped a lot. Don't get me wrong. We have stood still yapping. We have stood still yapping. So it's not 100% that time. Five more than it'd take me, not gonna lie. Really, Mira? What a grainy thing to say. Mira says she would have done it in 0 tries. Hitless, deathless. The best head off. This was only my daily check-in, unfortunately. Hey, well, Billy, I appreciate you checking in. I hope the cruise is fun, man. We'll catch you later. And Godspeed with everybody else drinking and you trying to just be there. Shitless, fartless. Legit 5 times to the trash mobs. I'm sure you'd be fine at this game, Mira, if you played like Ori and stuff. You could get good at this. Question Deltarune, do you think you'd make it schedule next week or not? We could play Deltarune next week. But we are gonna have a shortened schedule next week. But I definitely endorse you requesting Deltarune because we're kind of doing that one purely on requests, and I would like to see all of it. Well, we're playing Deltarune on Saturday. Or tomorrow, I mean. We're gonna do, we'll do one Slay the Spire run in the morning. We'll do Light Doles tomorrow, one Slay the Spire 2 run, and then we're gonna play Deltarune rest of the day. Ori doesn't have the difficult tag. Does it not? Does it really? I feel like Ori's probably still gonna... I feel like Ori's probably still kind of tough. Would you keep playing a chatter request? If it clicked, yes. But a lot of the time, it's not about whether or not the game clicks, necessarily. It's just about the schedule. It's just about the schedule. If I played... Because, like, a lot of the time, to be fair, a lot of the games do click. Yeah, like Magicraft, I would like to play more of. A lot of the games do click, but we just don't have room in the schedule. Don't forget to run at Salvatore the Final Boss of Fever meme. But like Terraria was originally a request. And I mean, transparently also, chat, I'll be real with you. If a game does super, super well on stream or on YouTube, that will affect whether or not I will consider making it a main series. You know what I mean? Like, if Miwa requested Magicraft and then that video got like 1,000 views and a bunch of subs and brought people over from Twitch, I would probably be like, okay, we should play more Magicraft. You know, but basically it's just even this game. We've been playing this since like fucking October, November. March, man. You're able to request games for Leah to get some more in. Yeah, and she'd have to be streaming whenever I'm not streaming. You guys could do a request for Leah, though, if you want to. That's definitely on the have us play multiplayer, or she would love to stream more, so. I always move left and right here, and you really don't have to. Beep. Let the spam Leah ESO weekend streams. Yep. You would love that. Stood up into the shit. Look how many boss rush for this entire time. For now, since my last person chat, I finally died and my eyes just dilated because I was locked in. Holy. That's a lot of bosses straight. Terraria fights can be long. Hollow Knight has been Mina's favorite game to watch you play. That's so cute. He probably likes the little white thing moving around real fast on the screen, you know? Like how cats will like a cursor. Gaga. Yeah. Halfway through, there's like 40 bosses in Calamity and base game combined. That's nuts. Player character is the focus? Yeah, what do they call the player character in this game? I don't even know. He's not the Hollow Knight. Or I guess you become it in one of the endings, but he's not the Hollow Knight. I don't think they ever call him just the Knight. Okay. Jeff? If y'all could pick one animal feature you could have, what would it be? Horse Pinor isn't allowed? That's a good question. My gut reaction is bat wings, but that's not practical. It's just cool. Usually knight or ghost. Okay. The nerd, the jerk. Dolphin penis. You said I couldn't go horse. Yeah, walruses also have huge dongs. Hey, what's up, Squiggy? Elephant peener. Lobster telomeres? What the hell are those? Giant snow leopard tail. That's very furry coated. That checks out, Casey. I feel like practically, I would want something like, you know, some animals like way better, like, you know, lungs or something. And that's something that would just make it like, yeah, you could just like be kind of superhuman if you had like an elephant's lungs, you know? The caps in the end of your DNA that wear away over time. And shitification's even hitting our DNA, Deegan? Who's doing this, Nestle? Peacock feathers, he's the knight. Elephant trunk could be useful, yeah, but then you gotta like drink through it too. Usually Nestle, you want a frog tongue? That actually would be kind of fun. Shark teeth would be nice. I feel like having an animal's nose would be both a blessing and a curse, you know, if we had like a dog's nose or something. I don't even know if dogs have the best noses. Whoever has like a killer nose. Telomeres equals aging. Oh, so like if you had lobster telomeres, would you like age really slow? You bitch. Cuttlefish cammage, that's cool. Eagle eyes would be dope, yeah? I'd have to go outside more to make use of it. Would you though, Mira? Or would you just, you know, zoom out farther in your game so you could see more dopamine? And that's from someone who's, I'm right there with you. This is no shame. This is just, let's be real. 10 monitors set up. The ultimate goon cave. Please just die, yes. From the comfort of bed. Cancer and die. Lobsters don't live long enough for that. So you're saying the telomeres or whatever, like they're strong, but they're not OP because cancer's OP, unfortunately. Really? Bird's whole breathing system is also connected to the inside of its hollowish bones, so they're breathing in bone juice all the time? Huge? No! Ugh. Juice? No, there's more air in there? I thought bones were full of marrow. Well, I guess not if they're hollow. God, I hate that fight, man. Oh. What if bird hollowish bones? Because those are just part of the respiratory system to give more lung cap in return for slightly weaker bones. I feel like it's more than slightly weaker, right? But hollow bones would make you, you know, lighter. Can I just be an animal? In that case, I want to be a shrimp of any kind, or a lobster, or an ant. You really want to be an ant? We're the perfect size for cancer? Is that true? Your cells evolved to be a colony of single-celled organisms that no longer care about you. Just like children. Mid-flight, it's harder to take in more air. Huh. Axolotls can regen almost everything, even their brains. I feel like we get into ship of Theseus territory there, though. Are you really the same axolotl at the other end? And lobsters don't die of old age. They die of other causes because the caps that wear down over time break the DNA is so strong it just makes them just not age before they statistically die to other reasons. That's interesting. The teleport conundrum, yeah. Cancer cells have more telomeres, huh? If you forget something, do you change as a person? Kinda. What about mobsters? Mobsters, I think, have, you know, on average, lower lifespans. They're dying of not natural causes. Sometimes natural causes. Whew. Being a sea cucumber would really suck? Yeah, that one would be bad. I feel like being a lion's kind of sick. Although, actually, no. I feel like being all animals kind of suck when you get down to it. They, like, live outside, and they're, like, one meal away from starving all the time. You know? And, like, if you're, like, the head of a pride of lions, if you're a male lion at the head of a pride, you're kind of chilling. And then, like, you know, like, twice a year, some other guy will show up and try to take your pride, and you have to, like, fight to the death and maybe die. But then if you die, you go down in, like, a blaze of glory, which is sick, obviously. But when you're a male lion, you get raised for a while, like, in the pride chilling, and then all of a sudden, your dad will be like, your time is up, get the fuck out or I will kill you. And that seems, like, kind of extreme. Best animal you could be is the pet of a loving family. That's true, yeah, like, Oatmeal has got it great. Oatmeal has got it great. He doesn't do shit. He gets fed more than he needs. He gets loved. He has, like, a warm bed to sleep in. We get him toys for no reason. But yes, I'd be fine with being just an ant. Fuck, am I gonna do complain? I'll have an ant brain. I wouldn't know what I'm missing. That's one way to look at it. We, chat, maybe for movie night. We haven't done a movie night in forever. Maybe we'll do a movie night and watch The Lobster. Anyone here seen The Lobster? It's a great movie. It is a great movie, and it's about, it's about this kind of dystopian, maybe, like, present or, like, near future society where everyone is required to be in a couple. If you are not in a couple, you get sent to a facility, like a matchmaking facility, where you go and you try to meet up with, you know, a partner. You meet other single people and try to meet a partner. And if you fail to secure a partner after a certain amount of time of staying there, you get turned into an animal. You get turned into an animal. And the movie's called The Lobster because this guy at the very beginning, as he's interviewing and entering the place, they ask him, what animal would you be? And he says, a lobster. And he says, a lobster. It rules. It's a great movie. Do you become a monkey? Yeah. What about these rules you could? She commends him on choosing lobster because she's like, too many people choose dogs. We have too many dogs. Why he a lobster? You'll have to watch the movie. It is not... The movie is funny at times and stuff, but it is a serious, thematically heavy movie overall. That sounds amazing. I want to give up totally and just get to be an animal. Don't give the government ideas. I'd love being a snow leopard. They just get to be goofy and murder things. Yeah, they're also, like, freezing to death all the time. I'd be one of those big boned monkeys. Like a gorilla. Yo, thanks, Granny. Oh, Granny... Was that a classic Granny sandbag, or was that a classic Granny sandbag? Did you see Swiss Army Man? I did. Swiss Army Man's great. Weird fucking movie. Great time. Brother, you should have healed during the damn collector death animation? Well, I don't think that's when you said it. Donkey ones, I'll put a pic in the Discord. Hell yeah. Favorite role Daniel Radcliffe played so far? I like, yeah, Swiss Army Man's a lot of fun. I loved the Weird Al movie. Daniel Radcliffe goes crazy in the Weird Al movie. Why? I never get hit by that move. Weird Al movie was a fever dream. I loved it. What else was Daniel Radcliffe in? I really liked the concept of horns, but that's one of those movies where, like, they, like, didn't land the plane, you know? Some movies, like, have a cool concept and then they clearly can't, like, they don't know where to go with it. Like, M. Night Shyamalan does that a lot. That's what horns felt like. But once again, the concept is neat. It's a fun time. Horns was okay, not a movie I want to watch again. Pretty depressing. That's fair. I'm one of those people that, like, I do like a depressing thing. And I know that shit's not for everybody, but I do. I feel like it's mostly, it's not just that I like depressing stuff, I just like really evocative stuff. Which I guess everyone kind of does, right? Papanada. We talked about it many times, chat. Obviously, the first person that can get it in Hollow Knight is Papanada Lady. We all agree. Ever watched the Black Mirror series? A bunch of it, yeah. I haven't watched, like, the most recent seasons, though. But I definitely watched it, like, when it was at its peak, you know? I watched, like, the, you know, season 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or something like that. Woo! Mina's retreated? Oh, no. Goodbye, Mina. Depressing movies, Enter the Void. I'm maybe Snow Leopard obsessed, like, a little. They are cool. Yeah, Black Mirror is a mindfuck. It definitely varies a lot episode by episode, IMO. You know, that's one of those shows where, you know, it's an anthology and they're all very different. All the episodes are very different, but it, like, truly varies a lot how much I personally enjoy the episode. Season to season and episode to episode and stuff. I love the episode where Anthony Mackie and Yahya Abdul-Mateen start having sex inside that fighting game and then realize they're, like, kind of gay for each other, but then, like, kind of can't deal with it. That episode's awesome. 1 2 hour-ish one, which was incredible, but nothing lived up to it. I wonder if that was, like, the San whatever one. There's the one about, like, the people in, like, the California San something. That's a really good one that is longer. I have not played Silksong yet. We are going to in the future, though, Kindwall. Christmas one? Oh. All right. Stop hitting me! I have no strategy in this fight. It's just hit up constantly. Ooh. How do you like Silksong, Kindwall? Zote. Zotitty. Hey, what's up, some random guy? Welcome in. Yeah, I've been talking about it a lot. My roommates and I are watching through Downton Abbey right now, which I've seen before, but they haven't. Been a lot of fun, but the episode we watched last night was fucking depressing. And it's like a really, really well done episode, but it's one of those ones that covers just like a really awful event, and it does it really well, and the acting's really good, which makes it really traumatic and hard to watch. It does work consistently, Beefy, just to slam it up there. Like, I take some hits, but not enough to kill me. Oh, why did I go down for the heal there? Alright, got him. Yeah, you just meat grind each other. We made some progress against the Zote fight today, though, shit. Alright, please let me get past the Metroid. I feel like this guy's not even supposed to be hard. Umu. Okay. What? That didn't hit him? On more jabronis. We got it. Oh my god, thank god. Woo. All right, now it's Hornet. Amy Silksong, baby. OG ass. How has she not said Shaw yet? There it is, Shaw. Shaws. I hit her with that one. That should have been Damahe. Heal me. I am a croissant. I ate that one, bro. Let's go. Croissants are baked. Checks out. Can you tell me who Hornet is at this point? No, absolutely not. She's just like another person who's here. And I think she's like trying to help maybe. You give me sauce? No, you don't. She's like here and she was like kind of helping, I think. I think like we're good. We made it, chat. We made it to the end. So yeah, Moonsand as well. These are all boss gauntlets, but then at the end, there is a new boss. They're boss gauntlets with a new boss at the end. Hitless, deathless, sauceless. That's right. That's the true crunch mantra right there. God damn it. We made it. You know what, chat? Maybe we take 5 or take 10. Maybe it's time we take 10. Maybe we take 10. We've been streaming for 3 hours. Been streaming for 3 hours. Let's take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'm gonna stretch my brain wrinkles or the lack thereof. Really, while the long the attempts get? Yeah, that's one of the things that drains me a little more. Take 10 more goes, you'll get it? I might. I don't think we're going to be beating P4 tonight, though. I'm going to be real with you. Holy. Beautiful, and there's one soundtrack. It's called Song Club. I heard it initially stopped playing. Nice. So I'll run up to whatever the fuck that guy was. Yeah, we're going up to 380, so we're not even there for the Gamba yet. We still have 3 more attempts. I've only tried it. That's 6 times now today. Just each attempt is like 10 minutes long, you know, so. All right, we're going to take 10 minutes there. I'm going to leave it all in one video. It's 8:42 right now. If y'all are enjoying, hit that follow button on Twitch, like and subscribe on YouTube, and stick around. We'll be back at 8:53. Stick around if you're enjoying the stream. We'll be right back. All right, chat, we're back. We're back, but I was upstairs yapping. with Blender and Liz and Leah, and Liam and Amanda, and we got some friends over as well. I didn't realize. I am back, but I didn't smoke was the point I was making there. So I'm gonna pack my bowl. We're gonna vibe for a second. Talking about Granny's meals. Granny, you eat Parmesan plain? That's funny. That's very funny. Just straight into a chunk of Parmesan. I feel like that is a cheese people don't usually eat on its own. Some cheeses people eat on their own. I feel like Parmesan is not one of them. Usually, though. I mean, hey, eat whatever you want, man. You like the Granny, enjoy it. Who gives a shit? Petting my cat for 10 minutes straight? That sounds like a really nice way to spend 10 minutes. I had to see Oatmeal, which was a bummer, but I also got to see Gizmo, which was sick. You know, life balances out. There are pros and cons. I need to go buy more weed, chat. I'm running low on essential crunch supplies. I'm getting breakfast with my mom tomorrow. Maybe I'll ask her to take me. Wanted you to have the easiest entrance to fancy cheese. 1 year aged Gouda. It's like $5 and it tastes like caramel. I feel like I don't want my cheese to taste like caramel. I just want cheese to taste like cheese. Here's in a cohesive. Granny's talking about their meals. They're saying it's just meat, sometimes plant, and any kind of grain. Cannibalism. Granny's noms always make me double take. That's true. I still just think of the cup of soup. You love strong cheeses? I'm just a baby. I'll just either noodles if I have time or bread with shit on it if I don't. Most favorite comparison I can make. It's not exact or anything. It's definitely cheese. I'm not a strong cheese guy. I like my cheeses mild. I like them to mostly add goopiness and a little savoriness. But mostly it's about the goop, you know, coefficient. Hey, what's up, Whiteout? Welcome in. We're gonna be getting back to the Hollow Knight 1 second here. Doing some important, herb work. Important herbology with fucking Professor Sprout. You're like a Gouda Mozart type of guy. I am, yeah. Herb lore. But not exclusively. At the end of the day, Beefy, I like plenty of other cheeses, but I just don't go very adventurous with it, and most of the cheeses I get are like on a sandwich or something, you know, where it's like, I'll take like pepper jack cheese or, you know, whatever. Monterey, some shit. I'll take some Asiago cheese. You know, I'll like try kind of shit on that, like, yeah, on my sandwiches and stuff. But I don't go to like a charcuterie board and be like, give me the, you know, brie cheese and then a little of the blue cheese crumbles and some apricot jam on like a shitty cracker. I'm like, give me the shitty cracker and the shitty slice of salami and that's all. Straight into the gullet. You try it and don't like it, I'll send you $50. Goat cheese I hate. Goat cheese I hate. Goat cheese can get fucked. I don't even want it on the charcuterie board. Not a fan of mature cheddar. Mild cheddar all day long, but I do like blue cheese in small quantities. Variation is unfair to be under one umbrella. Interesting. Cheese streamer? The Romans knew what they were doing when they mixed fruit and cheese. I like fruit. At a charcuterie board, I'm almost exclusively fucking with the grapes, because grapes are a mainstay on a charcuterie board. So I'm almost always fucking with the grapes, and I'm always fucking with, I will generally find like the pepperiest cracker. A lot of the time they'll be like, there's this cracker that's very typical in America that's kind of like thin with some little like bubbles on it and some black pepper like embedded in it. You know what I mean? It's like embedded in there, and I really like those peppery crackers with just some meats on it. If they've got like salami or prosciutto or pepperoni, any of that shit that's basically just salt and a pig's ass put together into a tube, that's what I'm talking about. That pepper-saturated soup got me very deep. I love black pepper. One of my favorite flavors. Not a fan of fresh cheddar. The more aged, the better. Like the MILFs in the porn ads. I like some MILF porn now and then. I suspect most do. Cracker with a summer sausage. Ooh. Yeah, that I can get behind. And I don't know why. Because funnily enough, I do like cheese. I eat cheese all the time. I just ordered a burrito bowl. It's coming with cheese on it. You know? But like a lot of the time at a charcuterie board, I will not put a slice of cheese on top of my salami and cracker. Mira asked if I had ever put a grape and cheese and a cracker together. I have not. I could try it. It's weird. No, I freely admit that is weird. I freely admit that is weird. I feel like if I put the cheese on there, I like would like it, but for whatever reason, I have like a 7-year-old mentality. Like a 7-year-old's mentality, not 7 years ago. 7-year-old's mentality again, where I'm like, no! And don't get me wrong, I hate myself for it, but it's, you know, it's low on the list of the things I hate myself for. So it's not a big problem. It's not one of the moles I'm currently trying to whack, you know what I'm saying? Do you think we all experience food differently? It's true, yeah. I love grapes, though. I can't believe you don't like grapes, Casey. That's crazy. I think grapes are like a very generally appeal to everybody type of food. Like, I feel like grapes, you know, people like grapes just in general. You try black pudding? I guess I should. Salt and the pig's ass put together in a tube. Because I feel like cheese and fruit is unconventional, but it's such a good combo. Definitely wrong stance on avocado. More for me. Yeah, I don't like avocado either. Guacamole can get fucked. Guacamole's like, hey, you want to ruin a chip? I like grape flavor, but not grape. I'm actually the opposite, Casey. Like, I don't like grape juice I find very mid. I find grape candies very mid. Like, grape flavor I really don't like. They don't taste anything like a real grape. Went to Sweden to my cousin-in-law, so he put cheese on a cracker and hard-boiled egg slice and was like, ew, that's gross. Then took toothpaste-sized tube of fish eggs. Ew. Remember, biting the seeds sucks ass? Oh, they're always seedless when we get them. Feeling for max enjoyment. Too much hassle. Interesting. I remember my English teacher in 7th grade, the, like, big punishment. The big punishment you could get in that class if you really fucked up was you had to turn in a 1,000-word essay on how to peel a grape. You don't peel kiwis, Aga? You're a madman. Actual grape juice is so good. I don't think I've had actual grape juice apart from, like, fucking wine. You think's better than a good, fat, crunchy grape? Fifi, did you just call me a grape? And a few things worse than artificial grape flavorings. I'm with you. I've been to Parma once. City? Yeah. And the appetizer restaurants, sometimes legit just chunks of Parmesan with some balsamic acid. The thick, rich variety, the good shit. That doesn't necessarily surprise me. Japanese grape Fanta's tasty. Yes, take it as a compliment. Hey, he flew the coop. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I know we're not playing the game right now. We'll be getting back to it soon. We're just talking about food. Just gotta peel your birds? How can you eat unpeeled kiwis? Frozen grapes are good. Frozen grapes are good. I've tried frozen grapes. But Granny, that reminds me honestly of like in Italy when you get, you know, like buffalo mozzarella and it's just like a big ass boob of mozzarella in the middle of the plate with some balsamic on it. And then you'll have like pieces of bread that you're supposed to like scoop it off. Hello, no, you're good. You got put on my sidebar and I saw HK, so I had to come check it out. Let's go. Well, welcome in. I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, we're at the very, matzah. We're at the very end of Hollow Knight here. We're doing the Pantheons. This is the last night we're going to do a Hollow Knight, but we've been having a lot of fun with it. Matzah. I tell you guys about when I was on that cruise I was talking about earlier, the Mediterranean one. We went to a few places in Italy, which was great. Really, really fun. And one of the places we went to a bunch of wineries, and a bunch of them were like wineries that you would also get lunch. But one of these places was not a winery. It was specifically like a cheese and other, you know, they like grew some vegetables and stuff. They just like grew food and stuff there, but the big thing was cheese. The big thing was cheese, and we went and we saw this whole lesson where there was this like old Italian lady there making cheese, and you could see this lady knew how to work a blob of cheese like it was her fucking husband's cock. You know what I'm saying? Tried and true, practiced. This lady was manhandling this cheese. And meanwhile, this younger member of the family, because it was clear this was like a family-run thing, this younger member of the family that spoke much better English was actually giving the whole presentation and was explaining everything about what was happening, what the family does, and then all this stuff. And it was like a 15, 20-minute presentation. We're all sat there. It's great. And then at the very end, she goes, okay, so that's it. And now before we go, forget the lady's name, but she was like, you know, Maria has one thing she wants to say to you. She doesn't speak English very well, but she has one thing she wants to say to you. And this lady picked up the finished ball of mozzarella cheese, and she held it up to the crowd, and she goes, cheese. And everyone, the crowd went wild. The crowd went wild for this lady just saying, cheese. So good. What finger whistle? Yeah, woman's a legend. It was awesome. It was awesome. Because the way they built it up too is it was so good, man. It was so good. You're from New Zealand, hate folks calling kiwi fruit just kiwi. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. We didn't mean it in that context, obviously. The sheer pride knowing smirk, it was amazing. It was really good. True human moment. It was really, really good. I also, that was a fun trip. I remember, yeah, like I said, we did a lot of winery trips, and one of them was called, like, let's get back to playing, by the way. One of them was called Il Poggio something, which was very funny. But it was a bomb winery, and what they would do is they would set you up and you'd go around and do like a little vineyard tour, and you'd learn about how they made the wine and how they tended the grapes and stuff. And then they generally bring you to like this beautiful little kind of like, you know, paddock to have lunch. And they'd bring out wine and bread and cheese and some like amazing fucking pasta and stuff. And one of them at Il Poggio whatever, like Il Poggio Fatio or some shit. I remember I got sat at the lunch because, you know, you go on these like cruise excursions. You go on these cruise excursions, so you end up with random other people from the cruise. And I was sitting next to these two, like, 50-something Australian ladies, and they were fucking awesome. I love these ladies. We were fucking hanging, bro. We were throwing it back. We were fucking yapping about shit. They were telling me about their lives. I was telling about my life. They were telling us about, you know, their kids and shit. I love these two Australian ladies, and I just have such a good memory of, like, talking to these two random people that I'll never see again in my fucking life, getting kind of drunk, like, eating good food. Just a great time, man. Throwing it back. Yeah, back shots on the table. My mom right there. It's, those are, like, interesting situations, you know? Because those people you're with, it's so ethereal in a way, where everyone there knows, like, even though you're on the same cruise, you're, like, probably not gonna see these people, you know? I would never believe you if you said you weren't on vacation in Italy and Tana was fatty opagi. Yeah, it was literally something like that. Don't die to this guy. My mom likes the wine so much, / got drunk enough at the excursion that she, like, had some bottles of wine, like, shipped back to America from there. Whew. The deadly pancake boss, yeah. Alright. Oppa! I also remember that cruise was actually one time where I was grateful that I was addicted to nicotine. I feel like anybody in the chat who's been addicted to nicotine, smoking cigarettes, vaping, fucking, I don't know, maybe even packing a lip, what have you, has had this moment where in certain times it is just very beneficial socially. And on that particular cruise, there were a lot of families and stuff, but there were also a decent number of smokers, and late at night on the ship, like the smokers area on the top deck was just like the social hub. That's where like all the people were. So like me hanging out there, like sitting and vaping and stuff, I like met a lot of people on that cruise that I would not have met like during the day, you know? Smoking also can be a boon at some jobs. I worked at Cumberland Farms for a while, and everyone, including the manager, was a smoker except me. This was before I started smoking. And smoke breaks were like, they kind of would just take smoke breaks all the time, but it was not like a real break, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't be like, I just want to go stand outside. Woo. Yeah, I remember on that cruise in particular, like, all the people I ended up, like, making friends with and actually seeing in other days and, like, going to some events with on the ship and stuff were people I met in the little smoking section. And at one point, my mom was hanging out with me in there, and she wasn't a smoker, but she was just, like, in there because I was going to vape before we were going to whatever thing, and she commented on it. It's a lot of people, like, chatting and hanging out in here and stuff. I was like, yeah, this is the spot to be on the ship. Hard not to smoke in Stalin Flooring. Did everybody smoke? Hey, Squirrels with a gifted sub. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thanks, man. Let's go. That's so nice. Thank you for the support, genuinely. I died. Okay, though. Thank you. You missed that side of smoking? Yeah, me too sometimes. Cover Connection YouTube channel? No, I don't know that one. A human interaction like that? That's cool. You inject nicotine straight into the nutsack. Every once in a while, maybe 1.5 years, I'll bum a cigarette and smoke like a quarter of it, regretting it the whole time. I've been tempted. I have not cracked. I think I've kind of gotten to the point where I probably could handle, like, smoking one and then not, you know, going full back on the wagon. Because it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I think I'm coming up on 2 years? Nicotine-free? But man, I do, yeah, I still crave it, and I really would like to smoke one, and I'm afraid that if I do it, then I'll be like, oh, well, it's okay to do it anytime when I'm in this exact situation, and then that becomes, it's okay to do it whenever X, and then, oh, well, I'm not actually buying packs, I'm just smoking it all with, you know, and so it goes, slippery slope, and so on. Because I was definitely very addicted to nicotine for many years. Smoking's great. I love smoking. Pal at my old work used to complain about smokers getting extra breaks, so I told him, fuck it, just come stand outside, take a breath break. He did. Boss hated it because tech screens and shit couldn't tell him not because H&S. Huh. Interesting. Being crushed to death by her son. The art of addiction. Yeah, at some places, I feel like if they were cool with you doing the same thing and just going and standing outside, then cool, whatever. But I remember when I worked at Cumbies, that was like not the thing. Remember, so it was like, no, why would you need a minute? You don't smoke. You smoke, then I get it. Yeah, you got to go outside, but you don't smoke. Whew. The most PTSD tier for me thinking about smoking, just one, is that's how I got into it. And I love that it's at that point. Even the idea of smoking is appealing, yeah. No, it's a good idea to just not do it. Caffeine is tough, yeah. Caffeine's an addiction that, like, I'm not even keeping in check, man. Well, I guess I do a little bit where it's like, I generally only drink 1 coffee per day. Very rare that I have more than 1 coffee inside of a single day. But I have, like, no plans on getting, like, unaddicted to caffeine, you know? Whereas, like, nicotine was always one of those things where it's like, I can't just keep, you know, smoking cigarettes or vaping forever. Coffee, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll drink coffee until I die. Like, that's all right. That one's fine by me. Caffeine's my ADHD medication. It's so interesting how stuff like that affects people differently, too. Like how some people have to take, you know, Adderall, like, prescription, but then I would take Adderall, like, recreationally in college, you know? The non-smoker, I'm a big believer in coffee breaks that are actually a break, even if a walk somewhere if no coffee is provided at the office. Yeah, true. Me too. Shouldn't have gone for the second one. It was raw green. Gotta dial for a second here. I know we're yapping about coffee. And smoking. Oh, man! Oh. Game makes me want to cry, bro. Drink my 1 coffee in the morning, and that's a usually, but for the occasional carbonated candy, it's a big coffee. Nice, gotcha. Yeah, I get carbonated candy too much. There's a coffee place we really like, Mary Lou's, and I get it, like, pretty much every day. And I've been a lot better recently about my food consumption, but the Mary Lou's coffee is one thing I have not been better about, which is bad, because it's just a shitload of sugar. So good, man! It's so good! I also, sort of to the point of having, like, a break, since I spent basically my entire day in this room, I really like what Leah and I call just, like, the routine, where we get up and we go and we, like, get coffee and get a breakfast sandwich and stuff. I like getting out of the house and going for a drive. Just a little bit, though. I'm mostly a fucking cavern dweller in my room, and I like that. But I like a little bit. I like getting up in the morning and putting my jeans on and, like, going outside, you know? I do. I like that routine. Grandma's like that, but she'll have the type to have cuppa 3 to 5 times a day. Holy, that's crazy. Life is just one long drink of coffee. Replace the blood in my veins with coffee. Yeah, I've gotten headaches if I go without it. And yeah, I could sleep even with caffeine in my system. That's never been that tough for me. I remember being like a kid at the movies, and my mom would be like, don't get a big soda, you won't be able to sleep tonight. And I'd be like, fuck you, Ma! And then I get a big-ass soda and chug it down and then go home and honk shoe harder than she'd ever fucking seen, bro. Oh! Come on, come on. I don't mind a cup of coffee, but I prefer my hot leaf water over hot bean water. Can you call tea what it is? A cup full of actual boiling shit that deserves only to be thrown in the harbor to mock the monarchy of England that thinks it has, you know, any kind of dominion over the freedom of New England. Unsubbed. Coffee's closer to shit than tea. Tea is actually verified bad. Tea is a psyop. Tea is a psyop by Big Powdered Wig. I won't hear it. Coffee is not ass. Coffee's great. I know it's a bad take, Chad. I know it's a bad take. Once again, as with all my bad takes, find some solace in the fact that it means I'm honest with you guys. I will tell you my actual opinion, even if it's bad. Maybe I'm too honest sometimes. I'm talking about Asian green tea, not that English shit. Where do you think England got it from, man? Where do you think they got it from? They got it from conquest. They got it from trade. It's all Asian tea. Oop. Ooh. England stole tea just to put milk in it, yeah. Yeah, ha ha ha. Shouldn't put milk in your tea, chat, obviously. I knew that. No! To the collector? To the collector? That's 380, pay the dollars. I'm even arguing trick neither. How do I know you're not being paid off by Big Bean? This guy's on the payroll of Big Clitoris. Take him down. Get him, boys. Wrecked 420 Blaze it. Collect these nuts. I have not actually had sweet tea. No, I have not had Southern sweet tea. I'm not really big into iced tea either, though. Many different teas, though. I probably could find a tea I would like. Just generally, whenever I've had tea or iced tea, it's like kind of bad. Hello. Food is here, chat. You had roasted green tea? I don't know. I've had regular green tea for sure. Real though, a nice citrus green tea. Shit's really good. It's nothing like English how many sugars bullshit. You guys are, you know, dropping the facade for a moment here. I'm sure there would be some teas that I like. Just in general, like a lot of the tea I've had, I've found very mid. I found it very, very mid. I don't know. What are you eating? I got a burrito bowl, bird. Got a burrito bowl, baby. Chicken burrito bowl. Very simple as you could guess from someone with a palate like mine. It's rice, chicken, cheese, beans, and salsa. That's it. Their salsa is bomb, though. It's like so tasty. How do you like chicken fries? I prefer a chicken finger. I think chicken fries are acceptable, but I think they're like... I don't know, they're like for the novelty, you know? But it's like not even that exciting of a shape. It's like, it could be a dinosaur and you chose just a fry. You know? Hey, what's up, Magic Cat? Welcome back. He should not be iced. That's an interesting take. People love iced tea in the US. There's a lot of iced tea drinking. Like spiced black tea. Salad boys are like, F it, let's down the bean, guys. You don't like cheese, bird? I feel like we talked about that. To not like cheese at all is pretty crazy. Because I like some cheese. Completely unbiased perspective. Coffee tastes like genuine ass. And tea tastes like very old water. I feel like ultimately what we're tapping at here, chat, what we're chipping away at, is that both of these beverages have kind of acquired taste profiles where they're like a little aggressive in some ways. But they do taste good once you get acquired to it. And we end up liking it more because we associate it with the caffeine, which our brain likes. I have not had sweet tea. We were talking about that. Yeah, sorry. During the ads, Whiteout, we were talking about it. I do know about Timberborn. I saw that 1.0 came out the other day on Steam, Hokri. I was thinking about trying it. I love that kind of game. You cannot eat it? Are you just lactose intolerant, bird? Also, let's go. I don't know. We lost a bunch of times. We got to pay the doubters. And then let's just go. I don't know. The only other thing to do is like go fight Zote. But I told Deegan I would do it, so... You buy like a half gallon of Milo's Southern Sweet Tea? Yeah, I feel like that's hardly even like regular tea at that point, right, though? Because that's just like a shitload of sugar in it. I'll forgive you if you do something else. Yeah, there's not really much else to do. The 1 point doubter, actual shame. Made coffee is nice, but like a burnt-ass Starbucks coffee will always taste like bitter shit. Yeah, I mean, I do really prefer going to this specific coffee place, Mary Lou's, because their coffee is genuinely very good. Like, it is about the quality of their coffee is fire. Just like a coffee's oddly the smell. It just makes me think of my dad and like blah. Other than that, it's not the taste nor the caffeine I dislike. Interesting, because I love the smell of coffee. Like early in the morning, that fresh, roasty smell of coffee is like genuinely heavenly. I don't know how the Arizona company keeps pumping out like 99-cent tall boys. I don't trust it. Dude, it's so insanely based. It would genuinely be a punch to my dick hole if I found out that that like owner, like, you know, like diddled kids or whatever. Because he's so based. If you've seen interviews with that guy, he will be like, why'd you never go public? Why'd you never do this? And he's like, we own everything, man. He's like, we own everything. We're profitable. I don't see why I need to increase prices on anything or change what we're doing. We don't need to constantly make the number go up. We're good. We own all our trucks. We own all our factories. It's so insanely based because it's the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite of, like, the entire American, you know, business idea. Would you be down to check Food Channel real quick? Okay, Mira, for you. For you, Mira Boo? Tea topic on Strum? This is how much tea you have? Why do you need this many different ones? Red Bush. That's what they called that redhead girl in middle school, bro. Mulled wine plum flavor tea? That's crazy. More people need to learn to be satisfied. Yeah, genuinely. That was this guy's, he's like, I'm good, bro. I have a successful company. We're good. There's a lot of tea. Do you not have any sleepy time tea? I feel like that's the one that everyone has. You need sleepy time tea. Boost, vitamins, detox. Poor girl. I'm kidding, Hokri. I'm kidding. Sleepy time tea is fake news. Oh, but the rest of this shit is ambrosia? They're in your head, Mira. They're in your head. All right. All right. Just take the caffeine and fall asleep anyways after your cup of Giga tea. Hell yeah, it's ambrosia. All right. Let's play a little bit more. We're not going to stream for too much longer. Probably another like 40 minutes or so. Is there anything else? People who know Hollow Knight, spoilers, backseating, all that stuff is lifted right now. I do not promise to listen to you at all, but if there's anything that it's like, Crunch, you missed this and I want you to see it, now's your time. Non-existent bullying is the best bullying. Yeah, I don't actually mean, we bullied no one about having a red bush. I do have a funny anecdote. About red bushes, though. There was this girl in our grade who had really big, like, frizzy red hair. She was a super nice girl. I had no issues with her, never made fun of her or nothing like that. But one of my buddy's older friends was we were looking through our yearbook. We were, like, talking about it. We were, like, at a sleepover at his house or something. And he came in and he was like, oh, you guys looking at the yearbook? And we were, like, flipping through. And he's like, let me see that. And he flipped a couple pages, and then he points to this girl, and he goes, that's big red. Every grade's got one. And that story stuck with me, just like, there's always at least one kid with, like, big, red, bushy hair. That's big red. Show your charms. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, do you enjoy black coffee? I actually do. Yeah, I do. I do. But that's after years of, like, liking coffee. That's after years of liking coffee. No, I do like black coffee. I don't drink it that way that often, but if I make it at home, I just drink it black rather than fuss about. Do you want to find all charms? I don't know, we could. Do we have time, you think? You like black coffee as made in your parents' unclean coffee maker? I guess. Yeah, maybe. In our Keurig. We have a Keurig because we hate the environment. I'm missing 6 charms total. Cream and sugar when it's hot. I love just like a regular, like medium hot coffee, cream and sugar. Perfect. I do know there is one thing I know of, chat. I'm not sure we could, like, do it instantly. Let's try Zote once or twice. I don't know if we could do it instantly, but I have heard there's a flower quest where you need to, like, bring a flower somewhere. I never found that. But yeah, just to be completely honest with you, just the base flavor of tea, I don't like very much. And granted, there are lots of different teas with lots of flavors, so I guess I'm talking about, like, I don't know, like, whatever kind of base, you know, Earl Grey or breakfast and or whatever the fuck. When you drink, like, iced tea, it has this flavor as well, and I just don't like it. Good news is I've gotten a bunch more practice against Zote in the Pantheon. He does 2 masks of damage! Nobody likes Earl Grey. Once again, I don't really know what teas I've had, but I've had cups of tea before. I've tried iced tea a bunch of times. You bitch. Once again, I do consider, as much as I like to defend it against you guys for the fun of arguing about it, I do consider not liking tea to be a bad 7-year-old flavor profile take. I count it as a slight against me, not like a stand of pride. I do that in chat because it's funny and it allows us to banter about it. Let's go! Let's go! Holy! That's still only like Zote 4 or 5 or whatever. You see that baddie fall off the daybed in the back, though? Light work. Look for roasted green tea. We're gonna have to do a try stuff stream. I've been saying it forever. Now that we're actually moving, I am gonna be setting up the P.O. box after we move. So if you guys want to, you'll be able to send me stuff. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. Some people like tea, some people like tubes of fish eggs, so whatever. Yeah, honestly. I don't like ginger roots. A hint can be strong, but it's almost too strong. Interesting. A hint can be good, but it's almost always too strong. I'll send you one of my figures in a box? Hell yeah. Alright, so now we get to just do that again, chat. I'm gonna heal up and get all my shit back. Gonna ask earlier about a P.O. box. That's amazing. Yeah, it's come up a bunch. Folks have asked, so I figure why not, man. And at some point, maybe if people send stuff, we can do some kind of like tasting stream during the dulls every now and then when I open the P.O. box and I can try, you know, all this gross shit that y'all say is good. I was a really picky kid, though, so I've gotten a lot less picky as an adult, but I'm still on the picky side of things for sure. And I know it. And you saw Miyaki? Is that the, like, rotting fish thing? You... No, it's candy? No, it's not, right? 3 masks of damage. I think we're pretty deep, though. I mean, we're like 5 fights in. No diff, literally. Mixture of licorice and ammonium chloride. I'm not a big licorice guy, but I would try it. Surströmming, that's the one I was thinking of. That's the, like, fermented fish or whatever, right? Actually, pretty huge luck there, but then we took fucking 3 masks of fucking damage! It is 3! God damn it. You're supposed to open it under running water so the smell doesn't get out. Interesting. Underwater. Taking damage from the ads to avoid. 3 damage seems like a legit strat. I guess, actually, yeah. Three masks of damage is pretty crazy. For a guy like me, I don't know, man. I know the answer, though, is we should be doing, like, the down B butt bounce move. Because that gives us big iframes. Thing is, our damage is really good, so the more we can just be standing and slapping him, like, we can burn him down. No, you! Oh. You could also not get hit. Not me. It's not in the cards. We gotta work around our own limitations here. Since you're at this point, can I ask Chad a potentially spoiler question? Yeah, go ahead. I'm lifting all spoiler stuff right now. It's fine. This is genuinely the last time we're going to spend with this game. This is the last time we're going to spend with this game, so you guys are free to try to get me to do anything. You found White Defender. Is that the second Dung Defender? Because if so, yes. We call him White Poop Guy around here. Or sorry, Poop Guy the White. He's infinitely rescalable? Yeah, people said if you fought him a few times, it would do something. I didn't. I only fought him once. Does Zote infinitely rescale? I thought Zote only had 10. I thought Zote only had 10, like, goobers for his gob or whatever. These attempts are nice, too, because they're fast. Just heard Licorice mumble, now the voice of a deity permeates, and I knew exactly what he was doing. You ever end up doing the Eternal Ordeal? What's the Eternal Ordeal? I don't think so. Ottawa! White Defender after beating him 5 times gives you a gift. Yeah, that was the thing. Oh. Was the hidden joke thing in the Hall of the Gods. Oh, yeah. We could go check that out if y'all want before we end. Unpin. It's not the end of the world, Mira, for the message, but yeah. Granny, is there anything you want me to do? Granny's been here for like all of Hollow Knight. Very invested. 100% recommend trying Eternal Ordeal. Okay. We'll give this some more tries and give up on it soon. We got one more Zote fight down, so that's something. This fight is so hard, dude. This fight's so hard. Anyone here in the chat beaten all 10 phases of Graggle here? One in the chat if you've beaten all 10 phases of Zote. Two. Mirror, you're a liar. All 10 phases of Garaggle, yeah. Nobody said one. I think that might mean this guy's a little too hard, chat, if nobody here has done it. Oh, Mira has not done it. She's literally lying. She's lying through her teeth. Mira has many virtues, but she's still a fucking liar sometimes, and a troll. And she probably killed me back in the day in fucking, you know, Black Rock Mountain. Or not Black, whatever it's called. I'm humble like that. Mira's not humble. She wrecked my shit in Age of Empires 2 and stole my llamas. It is BRD camping, yeah. Yep. Really? Alright, yeah, people have said spam the down thing. Well, it didn't work there. Hey, Rats, what's going on? 5 streams. Rats, have you beaten all 10 phases of Zote? Have you beaten 10 shades of Zote? Welcome in, Rats. Hope you're having a good one. How the llama crumbles. Nobody in chat has said they beat it. Yes, Rats has done it. Nice. You're the first one. You played AoE 2 since I joined your game? Just the 1v1 with Mira. That was it. Just the 1v1 with Mira. Where I won, by the way. And she definitely didn't steal all my llamas. I won easily, hitless, deathless. That's how you're supposed to use that thing. Brick, you continue the stream now? Let's go. I'm dead! No! Welcome back, you bond me. What do you do for work? God damn it. I would play more AoE 2, though. It was fun. That's another great example of a game that I'm not playing it because I didn't like it. You know, we just have so much shit on the schedule. That was fun as hell. That was fun as hell. I was very bad at it though, and people have like 25 years of knowledge on Age of Empires 2, so it was like ingrained in every single chatter just how bad I was. That's the one where you want to do the down B. Deli clerk, you play with meat. Oh boy, saucy. Are you really good at working the thing where you like slide it back? You slide the meat back and forth across that spinning blade? I've always wanted to try doing that. It looks like it's kind of like weighty, you know? By the way. GG Mira for stealing the animals. She did. She took my fucking llamas. And I hid these llamas as good as possible. I don't think the best Age of Empires 2 player in the world could have hid these llamas better than me. It did take her a long time to find them. She had basically killed every single one of my people and burned down everything I had before she found my llamas. So I did everything I could. Then the shot the super boss was fighting, got it down to 5.7 million health. It has 12k. Health bar moves. It can bleed. It can die. Crazy. You didn't hide them. You imprisoned them. I set them free. Prison is a loose term. They could go anytime they liked. I was protecting them. Protecting them. Alright. Go again. But there isn't an animal control simulator at this point? I thought there could be one. When Pro Slicer is smooth, our new guy would say differently though. Poor feller. He'll get used to it. He'll learn. Easy confirm I was the most locked in I've ever been. I was holding my breath at the point that I had to inhale when I died. Licorice, don't die playing Terraria. There are better ways to go, like fighting a buffalo or something. You pit! You mean fucking a buffalo? No, I don't mean fucking a buffalo, Casey. Or sorry, Licorice. Your names are both pink. And you're both always talking about fucking buffaloes. Alright. Want to die playing Terraria? Yeah, I guess there are worse ways to go, right? I'll die happy. I'm very interested to see how Terraria does when we finally bring it back around here. Because we were talking about that earlier, about like what games have done the best for the channel. And Terraria is one of them, but it was falling off towards the end. I'm curious to see when we start it back up how much interest there is. Zote! Wrath of the Gods makes Hollow Knight combat look like a breeze when it's side by side. I mean, they're just so totally different games. They don't play similarly at all. I'm sure whatever Licorice is doing is very easy and he's just bad. Let's be real. I beat Terraria on Master Mode Hitless Deathless first try. You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Calamity easy mode. I don't think so. Someone say fuck a buffalo, I'm all about it. I don't know, man. I'll be real with you. I don't know if I've got enough going on under the hood to take care of a buffalo and make sure that they, like, have a good time, too. Wrath of the Gods is a whole different beast. Oh, okay, so that's totally different from Calamity. Is that, like... That's, like, extra Calamity? Calamity add-on. Non-spoiler content what I'm doing. I'm playing an add-on for Calamity, Infernum that makes it harder than its highest difficulty, and a mod that adds onto that, which then had 2 super bosses at the end of the game that pushed the other bosses to shame. Gotcha. That is some true hardo shit. Well, good luck to you, Casey. I hope or to Licorice. I hope you get it. I'll be here dying to Zote in the meantime. Casey could never. He tried, and well, you know how he feels right now. Insane BM, but I get it. Insane BM, but I get it. Let's go. Let's go. That's all there is to it. Hey, what's up, Binky? Infernum is a fair harder. Get fucked boy for the win. Malice is a BS harder. Got you. Ooh, we did it. GG, I'm tipsy to bar. Let's go, Inky. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, we're getting better. What are you drinking? I'm drinking Barrel House Z Dolphins on Parade. It's very okay. Very okay. I believe I am kind of getting it. Believe it or not, the tip that everyone was saying for weeks about this guy is pretty good. If you use that down B move, you get a lot of iframes. They weren't kidding. They were not kidding. Look, dude, I'm hanging out in the crook of his body. Like I'm his helpless little slut. Oh, rude, bro! I was being your helpless little slut. Don't do this. Stop. Get owned? Get fucking owned? Hitless! It wasn't hitless. It was hitless. It wasn't hitless. They're traveling merch in this game? No, there's not. That's true, though. Exclamation point merchant. All right. Oh. I maybe want to get into Hollow Knight and do what you're doing so that I can relax a little. Ooh. Delete the VOD, you can call it hitless. Not hitless! Alright, let's go again. It's a great game, man. It's very fun. It's very fun. This guy's hard, but like, I think we've literally with that one move that I started using that chat did tell me to use for a long time and I spitefully refused to. It is really good here. It is really good here. With that, I have answers to basically all of his stuff. Yeah, the exclamation point heal. You bond me, are you on the master mode videos yet? Because we literally had to get an add-on that shows the health bars in Terraria because I would not pay attention to my health. Like, sorry, shows the health bar beneath your character. The health bar is obviously on the screen. It was just not where my eyeballs were, so. You should run into him and take more damage. Oh, okay. We got this. God, I'm excited to play more Slay the Spire 2 tomorrow. We got our win as the... We got our win as the Beeble Boop skeleton, so I gotta figure out who to try to go for next. You're ready to tell me in Licorice part? Licorice prefers scales and talons. I prefers and paws. Gotcha. I haven't gotten that far. I'm in the moment you fight Duke Fishron. Oh my god, dude. Fucking Fishy Boy was quite a bit. The Duke is not an easy fight, man. I could do a quick run. Who should I slay with? Who have you played the least, Mira? My streak? Hey, well, I appreciate you popping in, Inky. I hope you're having a good time at the bar. Or healing isn't really worth it anymore. Yeah, I guess. Because you need to heal so much. It seems like he's not actually getting much harder at this point, though. It seems like he's not getting much harder at this point. Like, before, it felt like he was adding moves. Yeah, I have to heal 3 just to... Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. Now it feels like the damage going up is the only added difficulty, at least. So I just have to do what I did again and just get hit less. Silent Regent? Play the Silent, Mira. I was thinking about trying to get a Regent win tomorrow because I've been like, I feel I'm the least inclined to play the Regent, so I want to play the Regent more and like get into it, you know? I don't know, we'll do a run tomorrow, we'll see. Wait, don't heal, don't heal. Should have jumped earlier. Should have jumped earlier. It's actually very fun. The more it's, I mean, it's a classic progression with very hard fights in games, right? Where at first it's kind of frustrating and you're like, this is not fun. And then the more you kind of get good at it, it starts to be fun, or at least well-designed fights. Region's so fun, it's just sad that with everything that's overtuned, that sword build still asks. I know, I want the sword build to be good. What strain you puffing on, Mr. Puff Crunch? I don't even know, dude. I hardly pay attention when I buy them. They're like, this one's called Rainbow Sprinkles, and I'm like, I don't care. Let me light it on fire. I have started going for, though, I generally will buy an ounce at a time, and I get ones that are slightly lower THC if I can, because I know that I'm going to habitually smoke anyways, so I don't need the THC to be, like, as high as fucking possible. You know, that's a thing where everybody's like, you gotta get the stuff with the most, and it's like, I don't know, do you like drinking beers that are 9% all the time? Get a slightly lower one, because I just enjoy the act of smoking it, which, don't get me wrong, is very bad for my lungs and stuff, and I probably shouldn't fucking do it, but, you know. Timberlake Shadow. Definitely, it's definitely a good, like, weed strains are a good idea of something like, I'm a daily pot smoker, I consume plenty of marijuana, but I am not, like, into it. I don't keep up on, like, what strains are coming out and, like, the newest advancements and different kinds of things that are happening and stuff like that. I'm not, like, into it like that. I'm just like, whatever, man, just, you know. Give me the herb. Some people are, like, into it. Which, no shame, you know what I mean? Have your hobbies. I'm into, like, that's what I'm saying, like, I'm tapped into that shit with, like, video games. That's what it's like, don't worry, I know that Timberborn 1.0 came out, you know? A bit with music, but not as much these days. I used to be a lot more, like, keeping up with, like, what's going on with bands and stuff. I'm pretty tapped into movies. Pretty tapped into movies and TV. Not as much as games, but... Don't heal? You can tank the 200 milligram gummies? I mean, I can, Grainy, unfortunately. I wish I could say to you that I can't, but I probably could. 10-7 mentioned. On one year on 420, I ate like 180 milligrams across the whole day. It was something like that. I remember it was just shy of 200 when you're on 420. It wasn't all in one sitting, but it was through the one day. I used to, after work sometimes, this guy, John, one of the cooks at the restaurant, he was my pot dealer at the time, and he would sell gummies. And I could get a thing of 10 of them, and they were 7 milligrams each, so it'd be 70 milligrams. And I would eat that. I would eat all 10 gummies, all 70 milligrams, in like the last like 20 minutes of my shift. So that by the time I clocked out and drove home, the high was just starting to hit. One time, though, it came on a little faster than I expected. Came in a little faster than I expected, which was not great, because then a last customer came in while I was like cleaning and stuff. And I was like super awkward and obviously stoned. I always relied on my friends and algos for music, even when I was keeping up with artists. Gotcha, yeah. Now I do that a lot, and I just don't find a lot of new music these days, or I kind of don't seek it out. But sometimes I do. The Discover playlists on Spotify are really good for that. Spotify is evil and terrible in many ways, but the Discover playlists are nice. When I pull in my drawers, 100 milligrams is $5. That's a good deal. Yeah, 100 milligrams is a lot. Anyone who's not eating a lot of THC, don't do that. It will be a bad time. You'll not have fun. The standard now for like a standard dose for a lot of folks is just 5 milligrams. But I think as soon as you start consuming with any regularity, you'll outgrow that. Fuck. God, man. All right. 3 Zote wins, they get progressively harder to remain, yeah. Alright, Crunchpuff me the controller. Eat the whole thing in the morning on a weekend. That'd do it too. That'd do the trick as well. Last one will literally one-tap you. Yeah, we're gonna have to learn to do this hitless. And I think we're approaching that. Because, Grainy, it doesn't seem like it's actually... Am I wrong, or does it seem like the fight is not... He's not getting more moves or speeding up at this point. It's just more damage. I think it's just more damage now. Before, he was, like, getting different minions and stuff. Hello, dear. I'll be wrapping up. You're not, it's basically the same fight, but like Eternal Ordeal is cool too. Yeah. We'll go check that out. Right, we do have to wrap soon. We'll go check that out in a minute. I want to try a little more. But now I'm kind of just having fun, admittedly. But yeah, we should check out the Eternal Ordeal. Oh! Wrong input, but it actually kind of played. Wait, don't heal. Shit. How dare you have fun playing a video game? That's not what streaming is for. Not about having fun. Let's do it. We just hit 400. I don't know. We'll do it like 5 to 10 more times, and then we'll go to check out this Eternal Ordeal. My god, man. Be contrarian, have fun anyway. Actually, assuming you never play the mod, can I request looking at Wrath of the Gods, Nameless Deity fight at the end of stream? Let's do that when we're like doing Terraria stuff, Licorice. To be honest. If we remember then. Because I've looked at some stuff like that. Like in the past, people have shown me ridiculous endgame Terraria fights, and they do look crazy. They're like ridiculous bullet hell. Endgame modded Terraria, not endgame based Terraria. Like Calamity or Wrath of the Gods or whatever. I know I've seen some videos like that. Like when I very first started playing Terraria, somebody showed me some of that and I was like, what the fuck? Could have done a nail art when he's wiggling around on his shitty little butt. Gizmo's hiding her face. The best fucking music? Yeah, people talk about Calamity music all the time. I was planning on doing Calamity like maybe after Celeste, but now we can't because Tmod isn't like updated or whatever. Whoops. Oh, man. So hard. My deaths are so inflated in this game by just, like, things like this. Like, the actual main bulk of the game, you know, the required bosses, I feel like we handled no problem. Can't wait for the day we do edited Terraria vids. I mean, technically we still could with the original Terraria series, Bird. There's just a shitload of footage. And Terraria is kind of like that. Terraria is the kind of game that has a lot of footage, because there's plenty of just, like, digging and walking around places. They are not quick playthroughs. Oh, man. Calamity is just not going to have all the base Terraria content from the recent update. In fact, Calamity itself got an update, like, last month. Interesting. But yeah, like I said, we are planning on doing the, like, crazy seed thing soon. So we'll definitely be doing that, at least, as some Terraria content. I was doing the thing! No! Hey, welcome back on mute. Hi, Sister of the Sea. And I know, Bird, I know you want us to do some more YouTube pill content. We will. I know I'm being a stubborn creator and being like, no, I don't want to make things all YouTube pilled, but I know that you're right and it would help us grow. I know, I know. That's where I thrive. I know, it's just not really the kind of content I want to make, you know? I know that we have to if we want to ever grow on YouTube. It's just not what I'm here for. But, once again, I know that it's like what you gotta do. How much time left for the stream? I don't know. Let me go to... I'm gonna go to 4:10, Granny. And then I'll leave. You want loaders good about that? They only push an update when they know it's ready and allow you to go back to previous updates. Yeah, we could just roll back the update of the game. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to think about, because also, once again, Terraria Calamity is probably gonna take me, what, chat? Like 100 hours? Everyone says it's like Terraria, but with so much more. And a base playthrough of Terraria takes a while. Literally just mashing. Literally just mashing. Yeah, I'm curious. How long do you guys think a Calamity playthrough will take? Because I do plan on doing it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that to mean we won't do it. I'm just saying we got to know, you know, when we do it. It's a big investment. Like Factorio. Literally just walking forward into me. Alright, 2 more. Also, Bird, I feel like the video we're about to put out is actually kind of YouTube pilled for us. The concept of, like, I tried to draw the Noida map from memory. We're about to put an edited video on that, probably early next week, if all comes together. I don't know if one of those exists on YouTube. I think we might be the first person to do that. I'd say like 80-ish, but thinking on stream stuff included, probably 100 plus. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, which I'm down for. It just means that it's going to be around for like, you know, 6 months. Easy. 6 to 8 months it'll take us to get through that on stream. $100+ seems like the minimum from my experience. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. I at least got a couple more wins on Zote, right? We got some sauce. Zote, who are you fucking talking to? 5, protect your own weak point. Beware that your foe will try to identify your weak point. Shut the, I hate him so much. Alright. And yeah, like I've said many times on the stream, back before I was streaming, I would crush a 100-hour game in like a month, like you're saying, Licorice. But it's just different. It's just different when you got to put everything on the stream and the way it all times out and stuff. Because I used to play, you know, I'd play some video games earlier in the day, later in the day, here and there, throughout, sometimes for really long sessions, and I'd be playing pretty much just one game, or maybe like a bit of a roguelike, and then just that one game for like weeks straight. You know, just plowing through and put like 100 hours into a game in a month. But it just don't float on stream. If I have to do that, we gotta stop doing the dulls, and then Road Wolf will riot. That's top right, third arch from the right ceiling, alright. You bitch. What's a riot wolf? Dude, I went down to the poop chute again. I I know we could fight Poop Guy more, but we don't need to. We want to see this Eternal thing. The saddle bug you rode in on? Yeah, he's great. Hey, what's up, TV Trio? Yeah. At this point, I feel like have I gone too far to the left now, actually? I think I went past where I wanted to go down. Did I? God, man. Don't make me equip the thing. Damn it. I just want to get back to the Hall of the Gods, man. They're making it so hard on me. Fuck are we? We're here. Okay, that shows me where to go. Don't flip anymore. Oh, we're down there. Yeah, I don't know how we fucked that up badly, man. I think we did need to keep going to the left. I think I turned back too early. At least we're one tapping everything, though. Being this powerful is nice. Being this powerful is very nice. Alright, so I went down. I'm gonna hit that guy straight on, yep. It's nice, but flipping enemies is a fun design, that's true. Where are we now? Hey, there's the bench. Perfect. Holy, okay. Almost there. God damn it, I went and got myself lost again. We went down from the thing. Do a box mac and cheese with a cup of hot dogs. I would just take the mac and cheese just as is without the hot dogs, but you know, if there are hot dogs in it, that's not the end of the world. One of my buddy's moms made a baked mac and cheese with kielbasa in it that was bomb. Alright, we're almost back. Yeah, I guess we maybe should put our port over on, like, over in the junkyard, but I really liked having one just straight by a teleport, you know? Because then if we leave this place without it, we need to do a whole thing. So much cum. Yeah, I love box mac and cheese. I've eaten a ton of it in my life. Definitely like horrible and horrible for you, you know what I mean? But it's also great and great for you. In the same, you know, breath. My mom was not a big, you know, like, in the kitchen kind of mom. She was not cooking a lot, and neither was my stepdad. She'll deny it to this day. She like acts like she cooked dinner every single night, which is just not the truth. It was my childhood. I was there. I love my mom. I'm grateful for every single thing she's done. You know what I mean? I'm not saying she needed to do it. but it's literally just a lie. It's like, no, Mom, I remember making myself dinner in 5th grade. Trust me. You know? I had a very privileged childhood, Chad. I'm not complaining. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. I just think it's funny that she will not own up to it. Mac and cheese makes me come. No, you were young and didn't understand. All right, Grady said 3rd arch from the right. Wait, we can't see the ceiling, though. One draws the basic-ass bugs, like the knight for content. Where's the cool bugs? I want to see some cool bugs. There are some cool bugs. Well, where is it? Hold on. Top right, 3rd arch from the right ceiling. Hey, what's up, G? There's that one, and then there's this one. I can't get up there, though. Hey, G with the 60 streams. Thank you. Granny, go ahead and tell me. What am I missing here, bud? Yeah, you. Hall of the Gods. This is the Hall of the Gods, right? Top right? Am I in the wrong place? This is the Hall of the Gods, right? Is it top right of here? See the 2 Pantheons on B, and there's a 4th one there. No, it was definitely that. This area is so pretty, man. All right, go back in. Where the hell did Granny go? Right when we need him. I could have been trying Zote a million more times by now. Yeah, exclamation point Grady. I'm sitting here running around. My thumb is deep in my asshole right now. I got no idea what to do. Top right, 3rd arch from the top. Right? Can I tell you how to get to it? Yes, please, Night Penguin. Yes, please. What's a backseat question? Tell me how to get to it. Crystal dash from the right wall, then double jump. Ooh, okay. He's pretty tough. Like that? Can't get much higher than that, man. I hit it with my little slutty dome there. Oh man, I'm like mashing it, I swear. Oop! I'm somewhere. I can't go up though. What the hell? How the fuck did people find this, bro? Ugh! That was almost it, right? Was this data mining or did people just fucking find this? It's hard just to get the C-dash going that high. Oh, also a break ceiling above that, so that was the spot. What the hell? Oh, man. I was doing it. I was swinging up, I swear. There we go. Actual question, chat. How the fuck did they find that? How the fuck did someone find that? I really mean it. Was that data mining or did some human being just find that? No, not Zote! Not Zote! Is that Zote or is it me? Not Zote, man. He said, Mariwa! It's Zote, but it's regular Zote. Mariwa! Is this really? You're doing this again? This is meme shit? Whoa, there's one Zote in the bottom corner. What does that mean? No, are you kidding me? That's so funny. We killed 6 Zotes? This is amazing. Thank you for directing me here, chat. That's very funny. Once again, someone answer me. How did they find this? I need to know. Fat Zote. Thick Zote, chat. I also, of course, need to know what the world record is on this fight. Zodicus. Hour 30 drive. Hey, we'll catch you tomorrow, Sister of the Sea. What? He's dangling from the ceiling. Like snot from the roof of my nose. 2 of the tubbies? These are boomer Zotes. Try killing, say, 57 Zotes. Okay. 57 Zotes. God damn it. As Big B missed the initial reaction, that was crazy, Night Penguin. It was crazy. I was very surprised. Not a precept Zote has. Oh, yeah. Alright, the stomp is very good. The pogo is very, very good. Safe and steady, baby. Huge. The RP singing, yeah. You shouldn't be able to jump that high. No, tubulous Zote. You all moved away. God damn it. Dude, this is one of those games where you can be genuinely very good at it and it doesn't matter, you're still bad at it. Like, I think I'm pretty good at this game. You know what I mean? There were some moves in there that were not bad. I'm playing the game. I'm pushing the buttons, I'm doing the things. Doesn't matter, I'm terrible still. Genuinely terrible. I'm genuinely very bad still, unfortunately. Zotempic. Oh. God. Really? Mario! Oh, we've also died, what, twice here? Whatever. Take a democratic Zote on how bad my jokes have been? No. I'm gonna deny you the democratic process. That's how bad the jokes have been. Meh, 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 meh. That was good juice. That was good spaghetti sauce on those meatballs, chat. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about Italy. Like, he's got a sword on his back, you dingbat. Well, you Trunks from Dragon Ball? You have a sword all the time, but you don't use it all the time because you're an idiot? Leave me alone! No! Literally made the point about why you're not actually bad, and the same point where you said you're genuinely bad, I'm a bonk you, because life is full of funny little wrinkles. No, 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 no! Brady, why? Zote's Giga stream is too weak to stun you? Yeah, he's a baby. Was it at home, little late to stream? What did I miss? Full recounting? Honestly, it's been a lot of dying in Hollow Knight. I'm not gonna lie to you. We talked a lot about food as well. We talked about cheese for a good long time. I talked about how not adventurous I am with cheese again. Sans win, checkmate 80 set. That's true. I did beat Sans. It only took me like 8 hours. Still thankful I never had to go through the Sans footage. True. That would have been footage you'd be watching at like 4x speed, Bird. I'm gonna be real with you. Cheeseless, milkless. You're crushing my Zotes in my dreams. Oh my god. It's like Peter Griffin singing, bro. This feels like actually spells would probably go crazy here. 4x speed, 5 cups of coffee, no sleep, yeah. I feel like we killed him much faster not pogoing. The fact that the down slam also hits up is pretty nutty. 50 of these fuckers is a lot, though, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Someone has killed 1,523 Zotes. Whoa, look at the lanky Zotes. They're like Scandinavian. Holy. Oh, yo. Oh, my God. This is hilarious, man. There is so much of this game. For being one, like, little $20 indie game, man, there is so much in this game. And once, I'm still waiting to hear how somebody found this. All right, we'll try it like twice more, and then we'll wrap for the night. We'll try it like twice more, and then we'll wrap for the night. You... Oh, my God. $1,523 Zotes. I wonder if they were using spells. I feel like spells would be the way. Because you just get so much better AoE with spells, and there ultimately are gonna be a lot of enemies in this. You asked 2 questions. I tried to find one of the answers. You did. You found the other answer. No, I don't need the YouTube link. That is funny. You want to put it in the Discord, Hokri? I might watch it later. I won't watch it on stream, though. Because we got to wrap soon as is, and I'm already, like, going longer than I should have. Because once again, I'm unfortunately having fun playing the fucking video game. That was some weaving, bro. You! For shame. Took a trip to the mall in New Hampshire. I suspect that New Hampshire may in fact have other malls, but I haven't looked into it at all. Spent too much on silly fun little things. Had a blast of mini golf. Got Jersey Mike subs and 5 Guys fries. Let's go! That's rad, G. I'm glad you had a good day. You go by yourself, with some friends, with the hubby and the kid. What was the setup? Mostly for kiddo's birthday. Nice. Was just for the stream? Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I assume it's very long. Yeah, throw it in the Discord if you're in there. Family in general, let's go. Well, I'm glad you had a nice day. Yeah, like what if you know we upgraded our spells with charms and that shit one-tapped Zotes. Spells have gotta be the way. The AoE is just nuts. God damn it! It's so much, man. There's so much Zote. I love long Zote. Fucking dangly guys just go away. 26. Alright, let's respect the spells and we'll try a couple more times. But I really should wrap soon. I really should wrap. These fights, they're well balanced in the way where, like, all of them are the kind of fights where you're like, I can do that. I can do it, man. If I just try another 5 to 100 times, I can do it. At least I can. I think that way. Foolishly, perhaps. It's so hard. For some reason, that's, like, really unresponsive when you're, like, right by the top. Or just my L2 button is going, maybe. We have Zote, Spote, Lote, Fote, Hote, and Dote. All of the different Zotes. Oh, I didn't change my charms! I went back and then didn't change my charms, man. Actually kill me, chat. Alright, well, one more like this, I guess. Zote, you son of a bitch. The sound effects are so funny. They're making me like Zote, which I hate. Hey, we'll catch you later, Hokree. Thanks for hanging, buddy. I hope you have a great night. We'll catch you next time. Only 13 Zotes so far? It's like nothing. Put them all in your Zote decks. Don't talk about Pokemon Licorice. We'll get mad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I was kind of just flailing my nail around, though. You know, another day. You want some Zote trivia? Sure, Night Penguin, hit me. We're just gonna try a couple more times, for real. I promise. Already past 10:30? Holy. Alright, go. Not you. Soul gained. Increase the power of spells. Reduce the soul cost of spells. HP could be nice. Heroic Odor. Sharp Shadow. Scatter Spores. Nail Master Charm. That's the really bad one, right? Grub Song would be nice, actually, just to generate more soul. Grim Child could help here, actually, quite a bit. I like Grim Child here. I actually like Dream Shield as well, and then Grub Song. Maybe not the best spell build in the game, but it's a spell build, nonetheless. One of the most unique fights and dialogue in the entire game, making him the most important character. That's the true metric of who's the most important character. I haven't had Grim Child in a while. I actually do think he'll be good in this fight. Whoops. I'm so used to having to denail shit. Alright. Wow, look how baby our nail is, bro. Alright. Try to just build some soul at the beginning. Alright. I am Grimchild's working pretty nice here. So is the little dream shield. It seems like the Zotes it spawns are kind of random, huh? It's not always like the same exact order. Huge spell there. No. Oh my god, in the air? No! Alright, one last try. This is it. This is the last thing in Hollow Knight, chat. We're gonna try one more time, and that's it. I do think the spell build was pretty good there, though. Hey, what's up, Amnesia? I do think the spell build was pretty good. The actual fuck? This game loves Zote, Amnesia. This game just absolutely loves Zote. All it wants to do is gargle the sack of Zote. Gotta go before you do for once? Hey, no worries at all, Deegan. We'll catch you later, buddy. We'll probably see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate you. Rich, be awesome. Thank you, buddy. You too. For real, thanks for bringing such good vibes all the time, man. We get this over with and just put his name in the death zone? God damn it, Licorice, go back to playing Terraria. Just spam this move, man. Alright. $20 Zotes? Only 20 Zotes? No, couldn't heal. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. Whatever. Whatever, chat. That's it. That's it. That was Hollow Knight. Very, very fun. Honestly, I might try some of these challenges off stream sometime. See myself doing that like during D&D or something. Because I would like to beat them. I would like... No, 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 no! I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Oh, well, we gotta do another one. So be it. So be it. Sonos, yeah. I genuinely didn't mean to. I was trying to just jump around, but it's up to interact, so. What's our PB? Like 25 Zotes? They're doing something else in Hollow Knight? Nah, Hollow Knight today. Hollow Knight today. Tomorrow we're doing a run of Slay the Spire and then a bunch of Deltarune. And Sunday we're gonna do Noida. Sunday is Raw Noida. Oh man. Step the rope up this time. This shit's hard, Casey. I know y'all are saying it's like soft baby shit compared to Terraria, but this is definitely quite difficult. Assertively get to 420 deaths? Actually, yeah, you're right. We can go to 420. That just means one more try after this if we die, so... Okay, dial. We get a heal. We don't have enough fucking soul. Somebody spent it all on spells. God, all right. One more. One more to 420 deaths, and that's it. Gonna make a nice Zote bag. One more. I do love the little Grimchild. He's so sick. Alright. Come on, Zote. You shriveled elephant sack. Yeah, what's the wrinkliest animal on the planet? It might be elephant. You know, we might have answered it right away. I feel like rhinos are also very wrinkly. Maybe like walruses are pretty wrinkly. I feel like they're not as wrinkly as an elephant. Might have solved it immediately. It might just be elephant. You sub 10 Zotes and we're getting the chunkers? Carpel dog? I don't even know what that is. Is it anything like a Carvel cake? Because that's what those words sounded like to me. Maybe I just want cake. They're a dog made of wrinkles. Okay, I actually think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what Mira's saying too. They have more wrinkles per square inch than an elephant? Oh God! All right, that's it. That's it. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. That's 420. 420 Blazer die. Cheers. All right, that's it for Hollow Knight. What on total wrinkle count or wrinkle density? Yeah, I guess we would need to think a little hard about it. And I'm fully thinking soft right now. All right, rest there. Good effort. Good effort, team. Pat on the butt. Good try, everybody. We're going to quit there. That's Hollow Knight in the stream. That was a lot of fun. I really did enjoy the game. Like I said, all throughout it. Really, really great game. Tons of fun. An amazing Metroidvania. It adapted a lot of the Souls kind of like bonfire system and the stuff really well to be very fun and kind of have that energy. Really, really enjoyed it, man. It was good. Like I whined about throughout. I think there were maybe, 10 too many breakable walls hiding important things. But the game was really good. You're Zote with the sauce. Game was really, really fun. More death chat. Game was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to playing Silksong. It will be a little ways out now, but we definitely will be playing it in the future. Hopefully y'all enjoyed Hollow Knight, and hopefully we'll see you back for Silksong. If you're watching here on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.